There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits, you can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again. We got millions of reasons to let it all go. Hope we're not too broken. I know I'm not always strong. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. but I'm just getting started. My eyes on the target. No, no.
Padua Marching Bruins!
Five needs to be. Tonight, the Benedictine Bengals hit the road for the first time in the 2025 season. The Padua Bruins will play host to your Bengals in what should be an exciting rematch of last year's regional semifinal. Last year, the Bruins came out on top in an exciting back-and-forth battle. Who will come out on top in round two? We'll find out here from beautiful Padua Stadium in Parma, Ohio. All the action is coming up next right here on the Benedictine Sports Broadcasting Network.
Good gracious God, we ask for your blessing as you take We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
And now let's enjoy the Padua Marching Bruins perform our national anthem and then remain standing for the playing of the Padua Alma Mater.
Welcome up to our broadcast perch here at Padua Franciscan, here at Padua Stadium. So excited to be here for this playoff rematch, Bucci.
Yeah, it's great. Great to be back here another week. Back at it.
And excited to be in a little bit of a different location this week. Super exciting stuff for us. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look back into our week one win. The Bengals took down Gilmore Academy, and it was a game to remember for sure.
Yeah, here we go.
All right, let's take a look. Okay. The Bengals started the game off hot, coming right out of the gate with a kickoff return for a touchdown by junior kick returner Tremel Reese. You can't ask for a better start to week 1.
You know, Pat, I don't know if you know this, but a little fun fact about Tremel Reese. He played his freshman year at John Marshall, and his head coach there was former Bengal Terrence Cleggett. Great touchdown, great blocking, great special teams coaching right there.
Gilmore responded and drove the ball into Bengal territory, but Jonathan Spikes intercepted this ball at the 25-yard line and stifled what was a promising Gilmore drive.
Yeah, it's a good return as well. You love to see it. The Bengals couldn't capitalize it though, and Gilmore got another opportunity late in the first quarter. You're going to see it here. Sean Patrone throws it to Bruno Cook, and he's just wide open. Really nice RPO right there. He'll be home.
On the next drive, following the touchdown, junior Gio Iacampo, who split time with senior Matthew First in this game, makes a nice throw on the run to Jonathan Spikes, who makes 2 big hits to pick up some nice yardage.
And you see there, look how Iacampo, he squares his shoulders, sets his feet, makes a really nice strike to Spikes there, and man, he shrugged those kids off. Really nice yards after the catch there, just plowing guys off.
Matt First makes this tough throw with finesse under pressure, and John Jones with the yards after the catch, turning this into the longest reception of the night for the Bengals.
And you know, listen, biggest story here is both quarterbacks. You know, they both made plays. You know, not having 2 quarterbacks is not the norm, but the passing game was almost non-existent. Only 82 passing yards in total for the Bengals. You know, they'll look to attack with 2 different looks, and you know, Padua's got a game plan for that. It's not easy for 2 different quarterbacks. You know, 2 different looks there on offense.
The Bengals definitely found rhythm on this drive when the run game really started to emerge. Here's sophomore Caden Forte with this 11-yard dash in the end zone to give the Bengals back the lead.
Let's just look at this blocking here. You can't see it, but it gets cut off. Lozier on this play drives his lineman all the way into the end zone, open up a great hole.
The Lancers struck right back with a huge run by Nathan Lemon, who had a great night on the ground for Gilmore.
But it's important to note here, we're going to see it in a second, Gilmore doesn't hit this kick. A little bit of announcing jinx there, Pat. I don't know if you guys are watching, but he misses it wide right, and that's going to become extremely vital as the game goes on in the later portions.
Caden Forte continues his impressive night in his first varsity start, which was followed up by another nice on-the-run throw by Gio Iacampo. This one was caught by Sean O'Connell.
You're going to see it here, and really nice gain. No, the ball comes out, and Gilmore gets it right back.
Nathan Lundland was finally stopped right here on a nice tackle for loss by Jonathan Spikes.
But I mean, he had a really impressive night. He made a lot of impacts on both the offensive side of the ball and defensive side of the ball.
The next offensive drive was propelled by the run game, and more specifically the continued production of Caden Forte.
And, you know, he picked up multiple chunk plays on this drive. He helped the Bengals get the offense moving. He had a really nice run here, and he led the Bengals rushing attack with 170 yards and, of course, a touchdown.
Then Corday Blair checked into the game and picked up right where Forte left off, picking up good yardage on first down.
Watch here, he hits the hole really nicely, working off good blocks by Will Eschke and Luke Carlton there.
Then Blair follows it up in a big way by running up the middle, and he somehow escaped. We didn't think he was going to. He escaped and took it to the house for a Bengals touchdown.
Yeah, you know, you're going to see it here. He bounces off O'Connell. I mean, rams right into him and just, like, you know, slips right away. And he breaks those tackles, and he's gone. He finished with 64 rushing yards on 11 carries and 1 touchdown. And then you see here, Nate Majors had a big game. He hit the crucial extra point, and that put the Bengals up 8 and in really good position to win.
Majors was perfect with his kicks all night. With the door wide open, the Bengals dropped this pitch, and the Lancers fall on it to give them the ball back. On the first play after the fumble, C.J. Santagata took it to the house to give the Lancers some life.
I mean, he had a wide open hole there, Pat, and that's just a, you know, killer. Gilmore has all the momentum here. You're going to watch. He's got a guy wide open, 21. I think that's Dunleavy.
Yep.
And he misses the read. He goes for Santagata in the back of the end zone. He's got to make a diving catch. No good.
And that keeps the Bengals lead at 2. The Lancers got the ball back quickly, though, on the other side after good defense. And on this crucial third down play, Dom Dunleavy dropped what could have been a game-winning touchdown, and it evidently cost the Lancers the game in this one.
Yep, so ultimately the Bengals escaped. They came out with a Week 1 victory. against the Lancers, who put up an incredible fight. I mean, really, a lot of people thought the Bengals were going to run away with this one, and they put up a great fight, 2-point game, really good.
And Luca, what a job to get that win on opening night. It's so crucial to start the season 1-0, and that's something that the Padua Bruins did not. They lost here in this stadium to Alliance 25-3. That's a big loss. Alliance is a very good football program, but Padua, they lost a lot of seniors. So did the Bengals, but the Padua Bruins came out and they struggled.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot like the Bengals. They're trying to find their identity on offense. They run the ball a lot, much like the Bengals. But, it's really vital. You pick up those plays on third down, later downs, and they're not putting themselves in good positions to win football games right now. Obviously only a small sample size, but, we'll see if the defense for the Bengals can come back. They had a little bit of a rough game last week, but we obviously expected that young team, young defense, inexperienced that is.
All right, so we got a good game coming up next on the Benedictine Sports Broadcasting Network. Bengals and Bruins playoff rematch coming up next. Throws it complete to Luke Carlton. He's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. Luke Carlton gets into the end zone, and the Bengals have taken a commanding lead in this game.
Lock out quick.
Takes a handoff, and he's taken to the ground by Tyrell O'Neal. There you go. Picked off by Antoine Smith. Unbelievable. Smith through the run, and nobody in front of him. Antoine Smith gets off the return touchdown. All right, welcome back to Padua Stadium. We are just about ready to get this game underway. The Bruins won the coin toss and deferred to the second half. They will kick off. Caleb Zolkowski sends it deep, and it's taken in here by the Bengals deep into their own territory. A solid return, and I believe that is Tremel Reese to start this game off.
Well, Pat,
and he gets a return down to the 30-yard line.
Not a touchdown there, but
no,
it'll do.
it's tough to expect that on the second straight game of the season, but still a good return to start the game.
Yeah, yeah.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bengals.
The Bengals will have it 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
I expect to see Iacampo. I think they're going to split drives again today. I know we didn't talk about that in the pregame, but I would expect to see the same look as we had last week.
So as we look out onto the field, it's Gio Iacampo leading the Bengals out, and Corday Blair is the running back. John Jones, you might be used to him wearing number 11, but he's number 17 on the road game. So number 17, John Jones here on the near side. O'Connell to the right of Iacampo. Corday in the backfield. And he's taken down quickly, leading the charge for Padua.
Blair on the carry
number
for the
60,
Bengals.
Troy Cavadas.
And, you know, Pat, when you become a running team, teams are going to stack a box like that, and you got to be able to pass the football to win games.
So the Bengals lost 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Again, alongside Luca Bucci, I'm Patrick Lloyd. We're so excited to be joining you tonight from Padua. A little bit of a different look for us, and we're very excited to be here. We thank Padua and their athletic department for this opportunity.
We do apologize if you could hear the PA announcer.
Yeah, the speaker is right above Luca's head here. Yeah. Iacampo drops back. He's going to look for something. Roll out to the right side. He has some space. He might try to run it himself, and that's what he'll do. He finds the sideline, but he picks up about 7 yards, and it'll be 3rd and about half the distance to go.
And we didn't see that too much, them passing on the earlier downs. I expect them to get their receivers more involved. I mean, they weren't involved at all last week.
Right.
Like I said, only 82 passing yards. So we'll see if that changes this week.
So a 3rd and 5 now for the Bruins. We'll look at the replay there of Iacampo's run to the outside.
Smart play there, I think.
Here's the snap. Iacampo's going to hand it off to Blair. Blair finds a hole. He's going to pick up the 1st down, and he stays on his feet. No, they're going to call him down, but he gets
Blair
to the 48-yard line and picks up a Bengals 1st down.
48-yard line, gain of 12 on the play gives the Bengals a 1st and 10 at their
That's
own
a good
48.
run.
Yeah, and you know, it's tough as a play caller because even if you call a good play, if it goes bad, you're not a good play caller. But if it goes great like that, you're a great play caller. And frankly, I really like the play call there. Keep them on their feet. I mean, obviously manageable there.
O'Connell to the left of Iacampo again. Blair in the backfield. Iacampo in shotgun formation. It's Carlton on the far side, Jones on the near side. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Blair again. Blair gets tripped up, and a nice tackle there by number 11, Nick Kelly, the junior. And the Bengals probably didn't pick up anything there, so it'll be 2nd down.
It brings up a 2nd and 10 for Benedictine from their own 48.
And you could almost already see the Padua game plan here. I mean, they're stacking the box, sending a blitzer almost every down here. So we'll see how the Bengals can adjust. Obviously, great O-line for the Bengals, so I'm sure they'll be able to counter that.
And wow, Luca, Padua Stadium absolutely packed
We're
tonight.
The belly of
electric.
the beast here.
Yeah, this is incredible. Here's the snap. Iacampo's going to hand it off to Blair. Again, Blair does find a little bit of a hole. He picks up about, I think he ended up getting about 8 yards there. It'll be 3rd and short.
Yeah, they definitely pushed forward for a lot of extra yards there.
7 brings up a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3. Not sure how loud you guys are hearing it at home, but it is very loud above us with the PA.
And we're right next to the student section, so we're hearing just about everything.
Yes,
Pat.
and there's so many cheerleaders for Padua. I've never seen anything like that. For Iacampo under center, he's going to hand it off yet again, and another nice run for Corday Blair, and he picks up the yardage left and gets a 1st down for the Bengals.
4 on the play to the Padua 41-yard line.
It's important to note here that we got a couple players banged up on the Bengals offense. Obviously, Jonathan Spikes was a little banged up. I think he has a strained Achilles is what they're calling it. And I think it's Antoine Smith.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a little banged up.
He was going to try and play tonight, I heard.
He's on the field, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's John Jones. Yeah.
Yeah, Carlton on the far side, Jones on the near side. As I mentioned, Jones wears 17 with the white jerseys. And Iacampo with Blair Blair behind him as he's gonna, that's Forte, and Forte picks up about 2 or 3, and there we go, switching the running backs already.
I mean, after last game, I really liked what I saw out of both of them. I mean, both of them really had. I felt like they gave Forte a little bit of a little more opportunity to have those bigger runs, obviously, but I mean, both of them, man, really spectacular job, especially trying to fill the hole of Chris Maloney.
O'Connell in the backfield again, seeing him there a lot to start this game. It's going to be Iacampo under center. Forte in the backfield. Handoff goes to Forte. Forte tries to plow it up the middle and nothing doing it there.
Forte
And it'll be third and long.
For the Bengals.
Well, we saw this last week, Pat, with the fullback sets. Me and you mentioned it on the broadcast, but you know they found a lot of success when they put Eschke or O'Connell, even Pat Shea in the backfield. They found a ton of success, so I expect them to do a lot of that tonight.
Yeah, we did see a lot of Eschke there on that one drive, and it was a very successful drive.
Yeah.
Can't remember if they ended up turning the ball over. It might have happened, but still a very good drive there. And I do believe we see Antoine Smith there on the far side.
Yep.
Iacampo now in shotgun formation. He's got Forte in the backfield on a 3rd and 8. He brings Forte to his right. Here's the snap. Iacampo's going to roll out immediately. Pressure there, but it's caught by Tremel Reese, and he's going to be just short of that first down. And so now it's decision time for the Bengals. They're not going to punt. They could try for a field goal. It would be a pretty long field goal for Nate Majors, but I wouldn't put it out of his range. But they're going to go for it here on this 4th and 1.
But, you know, obviously not a first down there, Pat. But, I mean, that's a great throw by Iacampo.
Absolutely, and he's really good at throwing on the run. He's under center here. He looks to the sideline. He's got O'Connell in the backfield with Forte. John Jones here on the near side. Carlton on the far side again. I believe Spike's over there as well. Here's the snap. Handoff.
He's got it.
Forte picks up the first down, and the Bengals keep moving the sticks here.
Forte on the carry for first down yardage for the Bengals.
That's a really nice job there. I mean, you don't need a touchdown there. You don't need a 15-yard run. Just a couple yards. Really great blocking. We've seen all year pretty much really good blocking. And so far, the Bengals are doing a really nice job. Obviously, a tough atmosphere to play at, but Iacampo looks really calm. Obviously, 2 rollouts, 1 completion, 1 that run them for 7 yards.
Here's the snap. Iacampo's going to hand it off to Forte. Forte again. He finds the outside towards the sideline, and he gets down past the 5. Another first down. It's 1st and goal, and the Bengals setting up to get on the board first.
Gain of 22 puts the ball at the 5-yard line.
And so far, this has probably been one of their better drives. I mean, really nice balance, throwing when they need to, but they're going quick here.
Great run.
I think there's going to be a flag. I don't think 72 got off the field quick enough at all. They're making some changes, and I think it's going to be a flag on Padua here. They didn't get off the field quick enough. Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll move Benedictine even closer. It'll be a 1st and goal. It's about 5 yards to go, but
and I like that from the Bengals. They're getting up to the line quick and obviously causing the penalty.
The Bruins, half a distance to the goal.
Yeah, so now it'll be about 1st and goal 3.
Yep.
Here, Iacampo under center. He's got O'Connell and Forte in the backfield. Jones on the near side, Carlton far side. Handoff to Forte, plowing up the middle. He's going to be just short, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, I don't know how much I like that marking there, Pat. He definitely got a little bit of forward progress. They're not marking him. They drove him back a little bit.
Forte on the carry for the Bengals.
But that Padua defensive line just overpowering him at first. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. A long first drive so far. I mean, 7 minutes almost off the clock already.
You beat me to it. I was just about to say that, Pat.
That's incredible. Wow. I mean, we're flying. I didn't even realize. And the sun went behind a cloud, so we can see for a minute. That's outstanding. Iacampo under center. Handoff. Forte.
Love it.
Helmet comes off, but he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Caden Forte gets the Bengals on the board first.
Let me tell you what, Pat. Padua's doing actually pretty quiet right now. That's just a great drive to start the game. Oh, wow.
Yeah, you see that helmet came off there on number 66, Antonio Haddad, but a nice run by Forte, and the Bengals find themselves on the board first here at Padua Stadium.
I really like that start for the Bengals. That's probably, besides a return touchdown, Pat, that's probably the best.
The next best start.
That's probably the next best start.
And you chew a bunch of time off.
Yeah,
so Major's on for the PAT. He was perfect last week. Snap, hold, kick, and Nate Majors knocks it through.
I thought you were going to jinx him there, Pat.
That did cross my mind, Luca. I'm not going to lie to you, so I'm glad that did not happen.
While we have this opportunity, I want to remind you to stop by the concession stand located.
Great
just
start.
north
How
of the
about
home
that?
bleachers.
Yeah, there you
Hot
go.
dogs, Antonio's Pizza and Chicken Tenders, popcorn, and soft drinks are just a few of the items that are available this evening.
And now, ideally speaking, Pat, you would just love to see the defense come out, cause a 4 and out, or just a really short drive. I mean, that would be more than ideal if you're the Bengals.
For the game, please give them a warm Padua welcome.
I tell you what, Pat, we are right in the middle of the Padua fan section here.
Yeah, and you know,
right in the middle.
it is what it is. I actually, I was told, I haven't seen the space before today, I was told we were going to be much closer to them than we actually are, so
I came here and I was like, oh, I think we're going to be behind the student section here, Pat.
no, they're to our left.
And they're to our left, so it's okay. We're not fully into it,
Yeah,
which is nice. We got the
any
warship.
closer, we would basically be Padua students at that point.
So no.
Nate Majors kicks it away. It's going to take a bounce
Ooh.
at the 15. Padua has trouble with it. Bengals almost pit him deep, and somehow he's
my
going to
God.
get out of there. And finally caught.
30 to more on the return for the Bruins.
And that could have been trouble.
Gain of 18 on the play.
And you wonder, the Bengals had
Inbound
such a big
stop
chance to
for
pit
the
him deep,
Bengals.
Yeah.
and somehow Padua gets out of a mess.
Jendick.
Well, we kind of saw this trend a lot last week. The missed tackles. You know, it makes the difference between, you know, a 5-yard gain and an 8-yard gain.
Right.
And, I mean, obviously that one, they could have pinned him really
Correction,
deep.
Kellen Donnelly on
And-
the stop for the Bengals.
You know, obviously now they're up past the 30, and they could have been almost by the 10.
Yeah. They say Donnelly on the stop. Had trouble seeing it from up here. Kellen Donnelly, the sophomore. First down, Bruins, and a chance to match the Bengals' quick start on offense. Well, I wouldn't say quick. They did score on the first drive, but it was definitely a methodical drive down the field.
There you go, Pat. Good word.
Yes. Mr. Devers taught me that one.
Oh, there you go.
Fakes handoff, and the lefty QB throws it complete, but not a big pickup from Ethan Midday, and it'll be
Hanover
second
pass
down.
complete to number 7, Ethan Midday.
The Bruins quarterback.
In on the stop for the Bengals, number 1, Jonathan
I believe it's
Spikes.
Landon Handover,
Yes,
if I'm not
Landon
mistaken.
Hanover, the
Brings up a
senior,
2nd and 8
6'2",
from the Padua
185.
33-yard line.
Number 15 for the Bruins, the lefty QB. I know we were watching some of the film earlier this week. A little surprised to see the lefty QB. You don't see it a whole ton.
Yeah.
So mixing it up this
I expect to
this
see a lot of that, those type of throws, you know. I expect to see a lot of quarterback run here. Just from watching the Alliance game, ton of quarterback run.
Yeah. Hanover's in shotgun formation. He brings Midday in motion. Here's a snap. He's going to hand it off to the running back, and a nice tackle
there you go, Eschke.
Will Eschke.
Number
Come
4,
on.
Justin
on the
Gillespie
carry for
did
the
not get
Bruins.
far. Will
No
Eschke
gain
making
on
a
the
nice
play.
tackle.
Stopped by number
And I had the chance to
23,
talk to Eschke
Will
all through the
Eschke.
week. I mean, obviously he's the one who told me about the quarterback run. Thank you, by the way, if you're watching this. And man, that's, you know, he didn't have the chance to make a huge impact last week. But obviously I'd like to see him get going here. I really think he can be a real impact player for the Benedictine defense.
Bruins find themselves with a 3rd and 8. Hanover shotgun formation. He's got Gillespie to his right. 2 wide receivers on the far side, 2 on the near side. And Padua jumped. Flags everywhere. That should push them back. At least I think Padua jumped first.
I believe it was them.
We'll wait to see the call.
Looking like it. I forgot to say this in the injury report, Pat, but junior Owen Slems is out too tonight. But I mean, obviously we haven't seen him a ton in the past, but we saw definite flashes from him last year. And,
Yep.
you know, he was going to be a key piece of this defense. And now he's out for the first 2 weeks. I talked to him before the game. I had the chance to go down the field and talk to a couple guys. And he told me he should be back by Monday.
Right, and Pat Shea also is out, I believe, for this
Oh, he
game.
is?
I talked to him earlier in the parking lot before I came here. And he was talking about how he wants to play and he feels good, but just precautionary reasons are keeping him out. At least I think so. He was going to double check right after he finished talking to me. Now a 3rd and 13 after the 5-yard penalty. Hanover's going to try and throw. He doesn't look like he has anywhere to go, and good defense there.
Nice
They want a
defense
pass
there.
interference, but it's incomplete.
Is broken up on the play by number 15, Cam
It's
Hill.
Cam Hill, the young
They'll bring up a
DB,
4th and 13
and it's
for
now
the Bruins
4th
from
down.
around 28.
A-
On to punt it away,
a 3
number
and
2,
out.
Caleb
And they've
Zolkowski.
got all the momentum now.
Back deep to return
Benedictine,
for the
that is.
Bengals.
That's a really nice
Number 10,
coverage right
Reese.
there as we see the replay.
Yep.
I mean, he was all over it. He almost ran the route for him, really. But, I mean, this is a great start if you're Benedictine. Obviously, we've talked all week about revenge, you know. Obviously, left a sour taste in the mouth. So we'll see if we could get that this week. Oh, there's maybe I don't know.
We saw last year in the playoffs, Padua had some trouble.
Bengals,
A timeout. Okay, so just some confusion there, I guess. And as I was saying, we saw some special teams issues in the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
Platinum partners in streaming sponsors, Universal Windows Direct, and the Bath Authority.
We'd just like to take a little time out here, tell you about our campus tours. Take a deeper look into our beautiful campus of Benedictine High School during this fall's campus tours. On October 1st from 5:30 to 7, you can see all that Benedictine has to offer. Visit cbhs.edu/admissions for more information. And I'll tell you what, Pat, I'm getting pretty good at that.
Yeah, man, and I gotta say, I remember last week, and I don't know if you noticed it, on that very read, you did say...
I said WBHS.
You said WBHS, yeah. And if anybody doesn't know, that's Luca's podcast. First episode just released.
Yeah, so I hate to do a little self-marketing here, but if you got 20 minutes.
Rumor has it that you slid that in there on purpose last week.
That's the rumor. I swear I didn't. I promise you I didn't. I apologize. I'm very stuffed up today, so it sounds like I'm talking in that voice.
Yeah, well, Luca, that is a topic that needs to be discussed. I think the whole school is sick right now.
Dude, the whole school is sick. It's
our
getting
regular
ridiculous.
replay guy, Ryan Tobby's at home. I hope he's watching. It's going to be a 4th and 13 for Padua. They're going to punt here with the kicker, Caleb Zolkowski. He's a very good kicker in Northeast Ohio, but a bad snap, and Zolkowski still with a great punt. And a fair catch there. That's Tramel Reese who took in the kick, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bengals.
Benedictine 34-yard line.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. He is a very good punter and kicker, and obviously that's a really great punt for having the snap 2 feet over his head.
He was on like the watch lists and everything for Padua, so very, very impressive kicker they've got. I mean, he's number 2. You know the team must respect him enough that they give him a single-digit number, right?
That's a great pull right there, Pat.
I mean, you're telling me one of the wide receivers would have rather had number 2?
No, give it to the punter, man. He's I mean, after that punt, I'd give him number 2.
And I'm sure his kicks are good, too. I hope we see some. Well, for the Bengals' sake, I hope we don't see any of his kicking today. But
man, we're really, really talking about this punter a lot, man.
Hey, man, he deserves it. All right, Matthew First is out there now with Corday Blair. Excuse me, I am wrong. I just saw the wrong thing. Iacampo is still out there. Corday Blair back out there, and the handoff goes to Blair. Finds a hole up the middle. Spinning out of it, gets past the 50 to the 48 of the Padua Bruins, and a nice first down pickup by Corday Blair on first down.
And the Bengals are doing a really nice job of establishing the run. We talked about it last week, as you can see it here. Sean O'Connell, I mean, he's doing a great job of blocking. Oh, he just pancaked him. And then
a nice
I thought he
spin-off.
fumbled there.
Oh.
I was like, oh, no.
Nice spin off there by Blair, though, so good work. And a great run to start this drive. Now here's the handoff, again to Blair, and this time he picks up about 4, so it'll be 2nd down.
Blair on the carry for the Bengals.
I had the chance to talk to Shepard Charlton this week and Max Lozier, and obviously last week they did a really nice job, and I got to talk to him a little bit about blocking schemes, and one thing they did talk about is getting to the second level is it was a key part. Obviously on the one Caden Forte touchdown run last week, I mean they did a great job just doing that. And obviously so far today, they've done a really nice job of doing that.
Bengals line up again with Iacampo under center. And is that Eschke in the backfield?
I believe so.
Yes, it is. And then Corday Blair once again. Snap, handoff to Blair. Blair tries to plow up the middle. He picks up about 2 more. We'll call it 3rd and
Blair
4.
On the carry for the Bengals, wrapped up and taken down by number 66, Antonio Haddad, assisted by number 7, Ethan Madej. Gain of 1 on the play brings up a 3rd and 4.
Now, if you're Benedictine, do you throw the ball here? I mean, obviously 3rd and 4, and it's probably 4 down territory, I would say, especially with the momentum in your favor. Do you throw the ball here?
Well, you think if the Bengals believe it's 4 down territory, maybe they'll try a run to set them up better for that 4th down play. Iacampo is going to bring spikes in motion. Here's the snap, a faked handoff. Iacampo throws on the run to a wide open Sean O'Connell, who gets flipped, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
That's going to be a holding, I think, on Charmley there. He was tugging a little bit, so it's going to come back.
Flag on the play in the backfield.
And that's unfortunate because a nice catch and run from O'Connell. And
Yeah.
we saw on the one play last year last week when he caught the ball.
And there's a nice,
Nice look at it again. Nice catch.
He held on to it. There
He
you
did.
go,
And
Sean.
I bet they worked on that at practice because last week he wasn't able to hold on. And he fumbled the football, and that was a crucial point in that
So
game.
this is going to be
Right, they're going to push him back.
Penalty is for a holding.
It is a holding.
The Bengals. That will back them up to their own 47-yard line.
That's not great. It'd be 3rd and 14.
So now this is almost, unless they really don't think they're going to get it, almost
3rd and 15 after the penalty.
almost a guaranteed pass here, which is not what you want with Gio, because they could bring a ton of pressure here if they really wanted to.
Right. But Gio is good at escaping the pocket going on the run. So
Yeah,
let's see
he
what
does
he's
do a nice
capable of.
job, yeah.
He's going to be in shotgun formation here. Blair in the backfield again. Trips here on the near side. One on the far side. He's going to bring Reese in motion now.
It's going to be a zone, I think.
Here's the snap by Campo. Fakes the snap. He's going to throw deep. He has Carlton. Oh, and it's through his hands. Might have been deflected by Jack Boswell. And, oh, man, Luke Carlton almost had a big first down, but instead it'll be 4th and 15, and here comes the punt unit.
And I'm sure Carlton wants that one back. I talked to him all week. He's just biting at the chain to be involved in this offense. And we saw him open a couple times, obviously, last week, and they couldn't get him the football. I would just really love to see this guy get a big gain, really get a nice start to his campaign, obviously senior year for him.
Nate Majors on to punt.
And we only saw him, did we see him punt last week?
Yes, I think just once or
Once?
twice in a low snap, scooped out by Majors.
That's a nice punt right there.
And a good punt, and
nice
it's going to
punt.
take a roll for the Bengals down past the 15. Keep rolling.
There you
Down to
go.
the 12-yard line. Good work by Nate Majors. And almost like a first baseman had to
Majors
scoop
punt.
that
Yeah,
ball
I
out of the dirt.
Rolls to a stop inside the 15-yard line where the Bruins will have it 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Near disaster there for the Bengals, and instead, they got him pinned deep. So
Yeah.
Nate Majors again doing a really nice job. He's having a great start to his career here.
First down Bruins and a chance to redeem themselves from the last short drive. Just 22 seconds left in this first quarter. It's really flown by.
Bruins
by,
take
yeah.
over after the punt. 1st and 10 at their own 12.
Well, I must say there hasn't been a ton of stoppages, so that makes it easier. I think we'll see first out in the next drive, so we'll see how that impacts the quarterback play, but obviously defense now, so we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Hanover in shotgun formation. He's got Gillespie to his left. There's motion again for Midday. Snap. And a handoff here to Gillespie and a nice stop.
And that's Eschke again. There you
Gillespie
go.
on the carry for the Bruins, in on the stop for the Bengals.
Will Eschke
Eschke.
and Noma and Zekwe. Let's take another look, and
That's a great pursuit right there.
And
Loss
Zekwe and
of 2
Eschke.
back to the 10-yard line.
little
brings up
teamwork
2nd
there, and
10.
Eschke fired up. He's having a great start to the
Yeah,
game.
there you go.
And he's from Parma.
He is from
Benedictine
Parma,
Bengals
my
From
guy.
Parma. He's showing out for the hometown crowd.
7-0.
I really hope he's watching right now to hear me say this, but man, that's a hot start for the kid right there.
All right, we're going to step aside. The end of the first quarter, Benedictine leads Padua 7-0. You're watching the Benedictine Sports Broadcasting Network.
Deliver high-quality care to all athletes.
All right, welcome back to Padua Stadium as the Bruins start off, and a nice complete pass That goes to number 9,
Hanover's
Brady
pass
DeVore.
complete to number 9,
And so
Brady
now
DeVore.
it'll be a
Flag
3rd
on
and
the play.
short, but a flag is on the play.
I'm not sure what that could have been. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe an eligible man downfield? I couldn't tell you here.
Yeah, I believe you're correct. So that's
$5.
Eligible
It's
man
there you
downfield
go.
for
Come
against the
on.
Bruins.
This guy Bucci, he's good with his calls, and that's great. That's good to have here up in the booth. Somebody that's good with his referee signals.
Listen,
You love to see it.
a lot of Madden as a kid will do that for you. So
Yeah.
if anybody's watching and wondering, how does this guy get so good? I'm just kidding. But, you know, I play a lot of Madden. So.
Hey, you know, you love to see it. It's going to be 2nd and 17.
I'll tell you what, the Padua band's pretty good over here. I believe they're playing "Rock You Like a Hurricane" by the
Yes, yes.
Scorpions. Great
Yes.
tune.
2nd down for the Bruins. A replay 2nd down. It's 2nd and 17 as we begin the second quarter of action. Here's the snap. Hanover in his own end zone. Looks to throw. He goes short but complete. But a nice tackle there. And it's going to be Cam Hill again.
Hanover's
Pass was
complete
complete
number
to
27, Jose
Caban.
in
I'll
on
tell
the
you what,
stop
that'll make
for
it
the
3rd
Bengals,
down.
number 15,
Sorry, Pat, I don't
Cam
mean to
Hill.
keep talking
No,
over you
no,
there,
you're
but
good.
I mean, he got like stood up by his own guy, possibly like a missed blocking assignment. I mean, he got rocked. I don't think a Bengal took him down there.
8-yard line.
3rd down and 14 for the Bruins, and the Bengals with another chance to stop the Padua offense early. And they've had trouble getting past like their own 30-yard line here so far.
Well, I mean, they're completing a lot of short
Right.
routes, but they're really not. There's no yards after the catch, really.
And we haven't seen them run the ball too much either. And the
Yeah.
Bengals, it's been the exact opposite.
It's a bit weird. It's
Hanover looks to throw. He's going to heave it deep. And that is
No,
nowhere near the receiver. Lands out of bounds. Pass was intended for
Hanover's
Trey
pass intended for number
Gasparo.
3, Trey Gasparo.
But
is
that'll make it
incomplete.
4th and 14.
They'll
The
bring up a
Bruins will
4th and
punt again.
14 for the Bruins from their own 8-yard line.
yeah. So
On to
maybe
put it away
maybe
for
there's a
Padua,
reason.
number 2, Caleb
They know
Zarkowski.
something I don't here, but
Back
they.
to return for the
I mean, they're
Bengals.
passing the ball. They're
Number
completing
10,
passes, if
Jamel
you will.
Reese.
But they're not. I mean, I would like to see, some of the run game from them. They're really not doing a great job of moving the ball at all so far.
Right, and the Bengals, I mean, the run game has worked for them so far, and they're sticking with that.
Yeah.
Reese back to receive. Here's Olkowski back out to punt. He stands in his own end zone. This is one of those situations you have to have a good snap.
Yeah.
And it
They
is.
got it. Yeah.
So Olkowski takes a couple
Oh, it's
steps
nice.
and sends a spiraling punt. Reese plays it well, takes it on the hop. He runs past the 40, finds a hole and gets down to the 30-yard line. The Bengals are going to have great starting
Reese
field
on the
position here
return
thanks
of
to the
Olkowski
defense and
punt.
special teams.
To the 30-yard line. Gain of 15 on the run back brings up a 1st and 10 for the Bengals at the Padua 30.
Obviously it's only 7-0, Pat, and it's very early in this game, but it feels like the Bengals are in a really good, they
have
a
all the
grasp.
momentum right
Yeah,
now,
I mean,
yes.
they have really good control of this game. I was trying to find the word,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, here comes Matt first out of the game. I'd like to see him take a deep shot here, man.
Yeah,
I mean, we saw it from
I
from Matt last week, and
the Bengals are, I would say, pretty
think-
much already in field goal range. I mean, a long field goal for Majors, but he's a very good, strong kicker. And some confusion here from Padua, I believe, and who's on the field. That first out there, the running back is going to be Forte. Reese is here on the far side. We have Spikes. And I said the far side. I meant the near side. We have Reese here on the near side, and Spikes, Carlton, and Jones on the far side. First, it's going to be under center here. Still confusion with the Padua defense. Finally, first lines up under center, and it's just Forte in the backfield. He brings Spikes in motion here. First takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Forte to start things off. Forte doesn't pick up much, and it'll be
Forte on
second
the
down
carry
and
for
long.
the Bengals.
one thing we've seen from Forte that he does a really nice job of, a lot of these are design runs right up the gut, and he does a really nice job of getting to the outsides and making something out of nothing there. That could have really gone. Here we go. I believe this is just a little, he's supposed to run in between that little gap there, if you could see that. And he does a nice job of making something, really not a ton of running room there. So nice run there. Obviously it's only, 2 yards, but that kills a team.
2nd and 8. Matthew first in shotgun formation, Forte in the backfield. Same line as before, but now motion from Forte. He's now to the left of First. First is going to try and throw here, and Nice pressure there. I believe it was by Brady
First
DeVore,
pass is
who got right in the
incomplete.
face of Matthew First, and an incomplete pass makes it 3rd and 8.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 8 for the Bengals from the Padua 28.
It'd be really big if they can convert this or get it to a situation where they could convert on 4th down, too. That would be cool. But again, you almost have to pass it here because it's 3rd and 9 or 3rd and 8, whatever it may be.
Right, and I don't know if they would want to try a field goal here in this situation.
I mean, if you're really confident in your defense and you think Majors can get it there, I say why not?
Motion here from Jones. Now it's trips on the near side. Nobody's on the far side. Forte now to the left of Matthew First. Here's the snap. Low snap. It's going to be a handoff to Forte. Forte finds a hole. Cuts back up towards the inside, and the ball is loose. He was down first, but he is going to be just short of the first. It's going to be a 4th and short here, and we'll see what the Bengals decide to do.
Gain of 6 to the Padua 22-yard line.
Yeah, so I mean,
4th and 2.
I think
for the
Coach P was
Bengals.
thinking there all along that it was 4 down territory, obviously, with that call. But now you have a really good shot. You could run the ball here again if you really wanted to.
You have a 4th and 2. They're going to go for it. Not surprising at all there.
It is a pretty long, it's a full 2 yards here. It's not like a 1.5,
Yeah,
so.
Yep. First under center. Forte in the backfield. He brings Spikes in motion. And they are going to hand it off to Forte. He's going to be short. So it'll be a turnover on downs, and the Bruins will get the ball back.
Forte on the carry, stop short of the line of gain by the Bruins. Turnover on downs.
Here's another look, and just stuffed immediately.
Yeah.
Nice
A little-
tackle there by
Loss
the
of 2
Bruins.
on the
And
previous play.
Maybe a little too
Padua
predictable
takes
there.
Over 1st and 10 at
But
their own 24-yard line.
you know,
but at the same time, you don't feel too concerned with the way that the
defense.
Padua offense has been playing the Benedictine defense. I mean,
Yeah, I agree with
Padua
that.
hasn't been able to move the ball at all so far. So we'll see if that changes here.
Yeah, it's not like a huge deal. Maybe a little bit of momentum goes the other way now, just because that's a nice stop there. But you know, I don't think that's the end of the world if you're on offense, or you know, the defense has been playing hot. So
Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Bruins. 8:38 left to go here in the second quarter of action. Hanover in shotgun formation. He's got Gillespie to his right. Snap is fake. The handoff is faked, and a quarterback run here with Hanover. And he's
Hanover
going to
on the
be
keeper for the
maybe
Bruins.
just short. He might have picked it up. Yes, he did. First down, Bruins.
Gain of 10 for 1st down yardage.
Here's another look, and just a really great run. Finally, Antoine Livingston there to take him down. So Padua, that's like the first really big play we've seen from them tonight.
I believe that's their first down conversion.
I think you're right.
I believe so. Like I said, I think a lot of their offense comes from a QB ISO or QB draws. Yeah,
And there it is again. Hanover, and he finds another hole. He did run into his own guy, and Antoine Livingston in there
Hanover on the carry
again.
for
So
the
Sonny
Bruins.
Arietta, and it'll
On
be
the play by
second
number
down
7,
and
Antoine
about
Livingston of the Bengals.
6.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because you don't want to be, you don't want to be too aggressive as a defense going right for that,
Gain of 4
that
on
run
the
play. But I mean, you almost got to think that they're going to run this more and more often.
38-yard line where the Bruins will have it 2nd and 6.
There you go, Pat. 2nd and 6. Good call.
Hey, man, I told you last week I'm good at looking at it and just guessing, making a good guess, and another successful one from me there, so very happy with that. Hanover in shotgun formation. He's going to run it again himself, but this time he's a little hesitant. He somehow picks up a first down.
That might be first down.
He fell for the
Is he?
first.
I think
Hanover
3rd and
on the
short.
carry for the Bruins.
yeah, 3rd
Gain
and
of 5
3rd
brings
and
up
1.
a 3rd and short.
Yeah. Well, that's really nice patience from him there, just trying to find
Padua
the hole.
44-yard line.
really hesitated at first.
I would really like.
Oh, we got a T-shirt toss below.
Oh, wow.
Asuka.
There you go. Do you think I could catch one? Do you think they'd throw one up to me? I mean, I would.
Oh my God!
Oh!
The mascot just threw it at 90 miles an hour into the student section. That was insane. He's chucking it.
Man, they should.
Watch out. I hope he plays baseball.
I was going to say that, too.
That is incredible.
I don't. I.
Oh,
he
doesn't
dropped
have great
it.
aim. Does not have great aim. I will say that. I don't know if he can see what's going on.
I don't think you can, but but me and Pat are enjoying this.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a different perspective. And now a 3rd and 1 here for the Bruins.
Here we go.
And
Timeout.
timeout, Padua.
Timeout Bruins, their first charge timeout of the half.
Haven't seen Eschke on this drive. Obviously, two big tackles for loss there.
Special
but
thanks to our scoreboard sponsors, Universal Windows.
I really got to credit,
Dr. Scorabaci Orthodontics.
the defense. They're doing a really nice job of showing a lot of different looks here so far to start the game.
Services, Jack Frost Donuts, Comfort Control Systems, and Holy Family Hospice.
And we'd like to take a moment to tell you about our open house. Benedictine's Fall Open House is on November 2nd. The event begins with Mass at 10 a.m. in the Abbey Chapel, followed by the open house at 11. Come see what Benedictine has to offer. Visit cbhs.edu/admissions for more information.
But look, we just kind of talked about the student section a little bit. Padua brought a nice student section to our playoff matchup, but
we got a good-looking, group of guys over there.
The guys made it out to Parma today. You love to see it, a little jersey theme. Obviously, kind of outpowered by the Padua student section, but at the same time, you have to remember, Padua has like double the students. So.
Yeah. I won't yell if we show the student section, I promise.
And a QB sneak might be short.
He didn't get it. This is going to be, I don't know how I feel about this marking. I don't think he got it.
Over on the carry for the Bruins.
They do give him the first. Okay.
First down, Padua.
Yeah.
The QB sneak with Hanover is successful.
After the run, the Bruins have it 1st and 10, just shy of their own 45-yard line.
Hanover shotgun formation. Gillespie to his left. We got 2 wide receivers on the near side, 2 on the far side. We've seen that set a lot tonight.
See, I didn't yell. Oh, I thought we showed the student section there. My bad.
Here's the run with Hanover again, and that's working for them, so they're going to keep sticking with
on
that.
the carry for the Bruins.
He gets about 5 yards past the 50-yard line, 2nd and 5.
Well, I mean, that's a really tough play to sort of counter if you're the defense there, obviously, because, yeah, you see it here. I mean, he's got all the time in the world to find a hole, and he's going to, so far we've seen them move the ball really well with that, and they're finding holes nicely.
Hanover shotgun formation again, and we'll see if he goes with another QB run, and
it's working, though.
Yeah, it is, and that's just what they keep doing. This time he's going to try and throw. Pressure in the pocket. He throws it over the middle, and it was in and out of the hands of Jose Caban, and boy, they had a huge pickup right there, and they dropped it, and we've seen that a lot.
I mean, that's a really nice throw there. Just got him off the seam there. I mean, pressure coming from the outside. Oh, he just steps up. That's really nice pocket presence. That's a really nice ball there.
Yeah, I mean, it was in the hands.
Hanover.
You just got to make the catch.
Tough catch, but I mean, obviously you'd like for your receivers to come down with that more often than not.
Yeah, Cam Hill there on the coverage, and now it's 3rd and 5.
And he's done a really nice job, Cam Hill has.
Yeah, and
so far.
I think he's probably in the spot of where Antoine Smith was.
I think.
No, that's
Smith's
him right here.
On the game, yeah.
Right here in front of me. So that's my apologies.
3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 and a big play.
Oh,
Hanover's going to try and throw again. He goes quick.
Oh,
and
wow. Again.
Bounces off the receiver. Incomplete 4th down.
I mean,
it was intended there for number 10, Reed Cervenka, and we know who his brother is, Riley Cervenka, and he cooked us last postseason. Let's just be, straight about that.
Yep.
Riley was incredible. So, the young Reed Cervenka, just a sophomore, unfortunately couldn't corral it there. If he did, the Bruins would have had a 1st down.
Yeah, I mean, that was a obviously in rhythm throw, and he gave it to him pretty hot there. But I mean, that's two catches, or 2 drops that really should have been caught. And we've seen that a lot with obviously Gilmore and now Padua.
Another wild snap taken in by Zolkowski, and wow, that thing's spiraling up there and taken in deep by Tremel Reese, and it'll be about the 15. He took it in, so first down, Bengals.
And special teams, obviously it's overlooked a lot, but it does play a really important role in terms of every game, because field position is a big deal. The difference between going 80 yards and going 70 yards can really win and lose games. So it's a nice job there. I mean, the Padua punter is doing a tremendous job.
Yes.
I mean, he's kind
Getting
of
a lot
getting
of
the
work
shaft
in.
on some of these
Third
snaps
catch was
here.
made at the Benedictine 17-yard line where the Bengals will have it first. and
Figure
10.
of speech, Pat. Figure of speech.
All right, here we go. Another offensive drive for the Bengals. It's Matthew first out there again. Jones and Carlton on the near side. It's getting a little cold out here now, so.
A little chilly, Pat. A little chilly.
Sun's going down, and a great view behind the
it's
opposing stance.
Pretty gorgeous.
Motion there from Eschke. First is going to hand it off, and taken down pretty quickly is
Blair on the
Corday
carry for the
Blair,
Bengals, stopped
second
by
down.
Number 11, Nick Kelly of the Bruins.
Yeah.
Gain of 1 brings up a 2nd and 19.
And only half the student
Or
section's
second
doing
and 9, I
the.
should
Oh
say,
no,
from
that's
the
on me. They're doing it by
18-yard
section. Yeah, that's on me. Oh yeah.
Come on now, Pat. Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah. Now the whole bleachers are shaking up here. Whew. At least Padua's got energy up.
Yeah.
You love to see it.
You know, I really like for the Bengals to mix it up here. I mean, when you're trying to pick a quarterback, you got to find a guy who can obviously do the job. Oh, there I am right there. You know, you got to find a guy that could do the job, and they're just not. By not throwing, you're not
And
showing.
a good run there on second down.
Oh, he almost got the first.
Corday Blair picks up about 9.
Blair on the carry for the Bengals. Gain of 8 brings up a 3rd
Okay,
and 1.
third and 1.
Benedictine from its own
Yeah, well.
26-yard line.
Interesting to see what the Bengals will go with here. I would assume a run, and it's going to be a quarterback sneak.
He got it.
First had trouble with it, but he looks like he got the
He should've
first
got it,
down.
yeah.
Sneak for the Bengals.
No,
First
they're
down.
going to say they're
Stopped
short.
short
What?
of the line to gain. Brings up a 4th down.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Where's
whoa, whoa,
the
whoa,
line?
whoa, 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 whoa.
Bengals are going for it now.
I wouldn't be so quick to just go for this here. Maybe get a hard count. You have 2 timeouts left.
Right, and with just 3 minutes left,
I mean,
you have to wonder what the Bengals are thinking.
yeah, I don't know here. Oh, Pat, I don't know. 4th and 1. What are they gonna do?
That might become your trademark. I remember that from last week.
Tony Romo already trademarked it, Pat.
And
Oh,
he
he
is
did
going to
go
sneak
for
it
it.
again,
Yeah,
and
he's
they're going
got
to
it.
get it this time.
Yeah, he got it.
First down.
First on
Move
the
'em.
keeper. Gets the first down for the Bengals out to the 29-yard line.
That's a gutsy call there. I really like it, though. I mean, why not?
Nice job by Matthew first, just pushing forward there. And so now, Bengals with a 1st and 10 to work with. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Faked handoff. First looking to throw. He's going to heave it deep. He's got a man. It's John Jones.
Oh, he's like over
But
the top of
incredible coverage there.
First pass
And
intended
it's
for
Jose
number
Cabani
17,
made up for his
John
offensive
Jones
mistake
Jr.
by stopping a huge
Coverage
play on the
on
other
play
side of the
provided
ball.
By number 27, Jose Caban.
I mean, I really like that. Like, I obviously it's incomplete pass. I like that play, though.
Right. You have something. I mean, I don't mind you working with that on a 1st and 10, right?
Yeah, I mean, and you know,
After
one
the
thing that I'll
incompletion,
comment
the
on here is
Bengals
they
have a
really
2nd
haven't
and
let
10
Gio. I mean, obviously,
from their own 29.
I would say First has the advantage in terms of arm strength, but they really haven't let Gio stretch the ball down the field, even past the sticks they haven't been throwing it. So we'll see if that changes here, but.
Motion
Man.
now from Blair. He's to the right of First. Motion from Spikes. Snap. First. Quick throw to Carlton in the backfield. Has some trouble to get out of. He's going to try and spin out of it, but he lost yardage on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and
First
long.
pass is complete to Carlton. Stop on the play provided by number 3, Trey Gasparo. Loss of 2 on the play. Back to the 27-yard line. Brings up a 3rd and 12 for the Bengals.
Now almost you kind of have to throw it here because it's 3rd and 12. Jeez.
Right. Blair to the left of First.
Maybe some pressure here from Padua. Oh, maybe timeout. I
First
don't know.
did try to get him to jump. Runs to the sideline. First now signaling.
I think man blitz here is what Padua's cooking up.
And the Bengals are going to take a timeout.
Timeout Bengals, their second charge timeout of the half.
You know, you've seen a good amount of it here, Pat, but, you know, the Bengals are doing a really nice job of motioning their wide receivers on pass plays and really identifying the zone or man coverage that they may be in. Obviously, I think on the one that got called back from Gio, they did a nice job because, I mean, Gio looked right at, his first read was right to Sean, and so he got called back, but, you know, you're not going to have a holding on every play where a guy's wide open. Well, at least you would hope not.
At this time, we would like to recognize and thank our gold Padua
Football
Business
Youth Night
Alliance
is September
Padua
19th against Lake
Curtis
Catholic. Boy, Luca, that's going to be a good game. Yeah, all youth football players and band members are invited to join us at Don Shula Stadium at John Carroll University at 7:30 p.m. for the Bengals matchup against the Cougars. Tickets for this game and all future games are available through the link in our link tree, which can be seen on our social media page. Our social media pages, I should say.
Because we've got so many of them, Pat.
We do. First and shotgun formation. He brings Blair to his right. The handoff goes to Blair. He has a hole. And he's going to get pretty close to the marker. A great pickup there on third down. It's going to be about 4th and 3 now.
Call me crazy here. All right, Pat. Call me crazy. Go for it. Why not?
I mean, I have to agree. With just a minute left, right?
I mean, Padua just called their second timeout. I mean, they're you know, not a ton. They don't have a ton of time to work with here. They're on the 36. They have not been able to pass the ball at all, Pat. I mean, they've been able to complete passes, but they have not been able to move the ball, which is the passing game. And you can't QB run with a minute 13 left and one timeout. Or is that, who called the timeout? Did Padua?
Padua did call the timeout.
I'm looking at our score bug here.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, so the Bruins have 2 timeouts left. The Bengals have 1 timeout left. We'll get that fixed. There we go. Wait,
I thought Padua only had 1 timeout left.
yeah, I don't know if they fixed it here either. So our
I'm
score
not
bug is
sure.
actually right, according to what's on the board in the stadium. And so
A little confusing here. But regardless, I don't see why not. I mean, just I don't see why you don't have to go for it here. I mean,
and I think the Bengals are planning to do that.
they got a guy. Padua's got a guy deep. So how interesting would it be if they?
Right. Padua was set up for a punt, and then Bengals come out and throw the ball. And
they might. I mean, they might have to waste one. No. Are they? Yeah, they're coming out.
They're coming out on offense.
No. They're coming out with first.
And
how they did
Majors.
last week. They come out with first
Majors is back to
and
punt.
try to
Bengals back
try to
deep
get a
the
little
third,
frisky
fourth,
here.
third,
Yeah, let's see what happens. Bengals have a timeout to work with. Okay, yeah, so both teams have 1 timeout now. They just fixed that. First is going to run up. We saw this last week. He never ended up actually throwing it, trying to get the Bruins to jump. It's not going to work. He's going to look to the sideline to Coach Prevesk.
Let's run a wheel route out of the backfield.
Again, trying to get the Bruins to jump, and now a timeout taken by Coach Prevesk. That's the Bengals' last timeout.
Timeout Bengals, their third and final charge timeout of the half.
I obviously don't hate that call, but I mean, you almost have to run that one time. Like you almost have to run it where you're actually running a play.
Yeah, because I'm sure Padua saw the scouting report of last week.
Yeah.
They know what Benedictine's trying to do there. Throw him off. And I think maybe a risky time to do it. I know we were saying maybe go for it, but at the same time,
yeah, I mean, there's no.
You then risk the chance of the Bruins scoring, taking all the momentum at the halftime, and getting the ball back to start the second half. So I think.
Well, my only contention with that was that Padua just has not been able to move the ball outside of an ISO run with their quarterback. That was my only point.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm an aggressive guy, so why not?
Majors will punt this time. Good snap. And a
Nice
good
punt.
kick taken in by DeVore, and he downs it at the 35-yard line. And the Bruins are going to have a minute and 7 seconds to work with.
With only 1 timeout, that's going to be tough. They're going to have to throw the ball here, I think, Pat. Any way you spin it.
So 1st and 10 for the Bruins. Are starting at their own 35-yard line with a minute and 7 seconds left to go. Hanover. Shotgun formation, he's going to drop back and throw. Just a quick pass complete to the running back, and he breaks off a man, and he's going to pick up a first down, and did he get out?
Reception for the Bruins.
Yeah.
First down yardage, gain of 13 out to the Padua 48-yard line.
And he did stop out of bounds to stop the clock, so that's a great start for Padua. Give them a little bit of a chance to score here. And we know they have a good kicker, so.
And they're hurrying up to the line like they've got some.
Yeah, the clock is not running, so maybe just trying to catch the Bengals slacking here.
Possibly.
Or maybe they're going to. Well, we'll see. They do only have one timeout to work with. I think they probably try to save it for maybe if they try to field goal.
I don't think there's a chance they burn one here off of a miscommunication.
It's Gillespie in the backfield to the left of Hanover. The snap, Hanover looking, steps into the pocket and throws
Nice
complete.
catch.
It's Brady DeVore. First down, Bruins, and for the first time tonight, they're moving the ball efficiently.
Yeah.
2 plays, 2 first downs.
15 on the play.
Again, hurrying it up. Clock now
Clock
running.
is moving here.
Hanover looks towards the sideline.
Wow.
Clock running down past 40. Obviously, Hanover, the senior quarterback, he played behind Barker for a couple years, so hasn't had too much of a chance as his first year starting on varsity. So,
He hasn't
have to
looked
take that into account.
He hasn't looked bad at all.
No, and he's going to try and sling this deep,
Oh,
but that's going to be out of bounds. Pass intended there for
Hanover's pass
Jose Caban, but
intended
good
for
defense
Jose
and
Caban
coverage
is
by
incomplete.
Antoine Smith. So now, with 22
Bring up
seconds
a
left, it's second and 10.
for the Bruins from the Bengals 37.
Like I was saying, though, Hanover's really getting unlucky here. I mean, he's had a couple stripes down the field that just aren't getting caught. But, I mean, if you could turn a couple of those into catches, they probably would be into the end zone right now as we get another look at that. I'm surprised they didn't call PI on this. It was really handsy. I mean, they're like, he's almost pushing him out of bounds. Oh, you don't get to see it. I mean, Anton Smith is almost like pushing him out of bounds. Another T-shirt throwing contest here, Pat. Look at this.
Here's a drop back from Hanover. He's going to try and throw. He goes over the middle. That's incomplete. Hit the ground first, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Hanover's pass intended for DeVore is incomplete. That'll bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Bruins.
16 seconds left on the clock, and
The Bengal D-line's doing a really nice job of getting to the quarterback here, causing a ton of pressure here on this drive. So it's a nice job.
ball on the 37-yard line. 3rd and 10 for the Bruins. Bengals looking to get a stop to take them to the half. Hanover shotgun formation again. He's going to look to throw. No surprise there. Pressure from Eschke. Heaves it deep. It's way overthrown. 4th and 10. Will Eschke with incredible job there. And then 10 seconds left. It's 4th and long.
Bring up a 4th and 10 for the Bruins from the Benedictine 37.
I mean, Eschke's had a really hot start to the game so far. And
yeah, he's been incredible.
And I really think the linebackers are going to be the difference on this defense because, I mean, obviously Gilmore, killed them with the run last week, and they really haven't. Padua hasn't really done that this week.
They're going to try
Oh!
for a field goal.
Zolkowski on to attempt
This is going to be a
54-yard
54-yard field goal.
What are the odds?
Zolkowski, and now they're faking it
Oh my God!
on a 4th and 10. And now a timeout taken by Padua.
Wow. Well,
Timeout
I
Bruins
can't say
and
that I've
3rd
seen
and
that all that
5
often.
Timeout of the half.
That would have been an absolute boot of a kick.
Yeah, I was like, they're running him out there. I was like, wow.
You got to wonder if he tries it again, but a timeout taken by the Bruins. Both teams out of timeouts now.
You could almost go for it here because only 10 seconds left on the clock.
Right.
The only thing that
I think they absolutely do.
The only thing you got to be cautious here is like you don't want to give Benedictine one more play. Obviously, it's very unlikely, but you don't want to give the chance.
Well, I guess you have to wonder, too, will they actually try a field goal? I mean, it is long, but we, of course, don't know the exact kicking capabilities of Zolkowski. So
They're running him out there.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
I
are.
don't know.
Zolkowski might try for this. I mean, why not, right?
Yeah, I guess
You
not.
have a higher chance of hitting this, I would say, than than scoring a touchdown in one play here. So.
Yeah. And I think, too, if you, they don't have any timeouts, only 10 seconds left. Even if they do get the first down, they've got to get out of it. A lot of things have to happen For them
be
to have
successful
yeah.
and score that way. So correct. So the holder is going to be
After the
Brady
timeout,
DeVore. The
Zolkowski
kicker Zolkowski.
returns.
He's
And
going
will
to kick it
attempt
right off of that 45-yard
the
line.
field
Ball's
goal for the
placed on the
Bruins.
37. And now again. And DeVore's going to try and throw. And pressure by Marquise
Oh, he's got
Norman.
it. Man.
And it's complete. But he falls down for the first.
Brady
They're out of
DeVore's
timeouts.
pass is
They're going to have to
complete
hurry it
for
up.
First down yardage.
A nice catch there by
to
Ethan
number
Madej.
7, Ethan Madej.
Padua got to run a hurry up.
Wow.
7 seconds left. Obviously, they could try a field goal now, but they don't have time to set it up.
They got to spike it, yeah.
And they're taking their good old time
now,
to
I mean,
set
they're
up the chains.
Gain of 16 for the Bruins.
well. Now they have a really.
On the previous
Oh,
pass
are they
play
gonna?
to
Yeah, they're gonna
Madej.
run them out there.
It was spiked by Hanover.
Oh, so Spike makes it 2nd and 10.
Yeah.
And they're going to
2nd and
run
10.
out Zolkowski again. And a much more manageable field goal here.
Oh wow. I don't know if you heard that at home, but funny stuff there.
Much more manageable field goal for the Bruins.
You could say that again.
I don't think they got it. It's on me. Guys.
Man, oh, they're right by the field, Mike. That's
Yeah,
why.
The cheerleaders
Yeah.
are right by our mic. We apologize.
Oh, they're like talking into it.
Oh, yeah, they are. That was probably intentional. But anyways, this is about,
Who
excuse me,
knows?
this is going to be about a 40-yarder.
Yeah, give or take.
Zolkowski on to attempt a 40-yard field goal for the Bruins.
So, what are the odds they do the same thing they just did on the play before?
I mean, you'd have to wonder, right? They did it twice, and it definitely threw the Bengals off. Threw them for a loop a little bit. I assume they're going to kick this, though. Snap, hold, kick is up,
No.
and it's going to go wide right, and it's short,
yeah.
no good, and that is going to take us to the half. So a low-scoring
Zolkowski's field goal attempt is no
defensive
good.
affair
score
here
at
at
the
Padua
half,
Stadium
the
tonight.
Benedictine Bengals 7,
Right now, the
the
score,
Padua
Benedictine
Bruins
7.
0.
They scored on their first drive of the game, and the Bruins 0. Bruins start with the ball to get the second half started. We're going to cut to the marching bands, and we'll come back for some halftime analysis in the second half of action. You're watching the Benedictine Sports Broadcasting Network.
No palms? I don't know. She just... No palms. I thought we had no palms. Guess who's coming?
Welcome back to Padua Franciscan here at Padua Stadium. Beautiful venue for this evening's game. I mean,
Yeah, it's a
this
nice
is
one.
incredible. Atmosphere out here is electric. The Bengals lead here 7-0. Defensive battle so far in this one.
Yeah, I mean, obviously last week we kind of saw this too, but, you know, the Bengals defense really looks a lot better than they were last week.
Right.
Obviously, the linebacker stepping up. Obviously, when you look at Will Eschke, who has 2 tackles for loss and a quarterback hit, he's playing really, really well. And, you know, the corners are playing really well tonight. You know, obviously allowing some completions, but they're doing a really nice job of tackling. And last week we didn't really see that. We saw a lot of yards after the catch, and we're not really seeing that today.
Right. A lot of shed tackles from Gilmore, so
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that. Bengals offense has really been kind of sparked by the run. Haven't
Yeah.
seen the pass game be as efficient here. We'll see how they mix that up here in the second half, and if they do it all, stick with what's working. And for Padua, it's been that quarterback keeper that they're just going back to. But we saw at the end of the half, Hanover started slinging it, so also something to look out for as well.
Well, I mean, Hanover's had a great, not a great game. He's had a good game so far, and he's, you know, he's really getting unlucky. And on the flip side, the Bengals, I mean, they gotta give the quarterbacks sort of a shot here. You know, I really like they threw one long ball with First, and he dropped it in the bucket. Obviously, just a little, off, maybe by like an inch or two. And then Carlton obviously dropped that one.
Right.
Maybe not dropped. It was probably deflected, but we couldn't get a really good view on that. But, I mean, I would really like to see them try to pass the ball just a tad. I mean, when they roll Gio out, I mean, get the guys in space. We've seen it with Spikes. We've seen it with O'Connell. I mean, a ton of other guys. You know, they pick up yardage.
They do.
And then they just kind of go away from it and go back to the run, which has been working, don't get me wrong. But you got to be a dynamic offense, and right now they're really not. So, see if that changes.
And I believe it'll be Iacampo to start the half. I know
it
First
should be,
just had. So, but again, we've seen production for both running backs again, and we're still yet to see one really stand out from the other.
Well, I mean, I don't think one has to stand out from each other.
That's true. It's good to have two that go back and forth.
I mean, especially if the Bengals really want to be a pure run team, I see no issue in them just grounding and pounding with, and it makes it a lot easier. You're not just putting all the workload on one guy like they did last year. You know, when you have two options, it makes a big difference, and you have a guy fresh on the sideline.
So it'll be interesting to see here in the second half which team comes out hotter offensively, because again, like we've said, just 7 points on that Bengals first drive, and that's been all it was. And it looked a little bit kind of the same way. It was 7-7 last week at halftime, and the offense really picked up in the second half. So you have to wonder what adjustments the Bengals made in the locker room to pick up that offensive productivity. And it'll be exciting to see what's to come here as the teams are just about ready to go. We're going to set it down to the field. And we're just about ready to get the second half of action underway as the Bengals finish their stretching. And me and Luca did a little bit of a walk around at halftime. Saw all of our supporters. A lot of people at the game tonight. Not many people watching from home. I mean, obviously we still have a bunch of people watching from home, but not too many people that normally watch from home. They're all here.
Yeah.
We
Well,
saw a bunch of people here.
you know, it's nice that everybody's coming to the game. I'd much rather see guys here than at home.
Right.
But
Right.
yeah. Less people to see me say something dumb, so that's always nice.
Your guy, Coach Walker, was down there. He was ignoring you a little bit.
Yeah, he did. He just didn't want to hear my complaints about the guided notes that we did today.
Oh, man.
A ton of guided notes in that guy's
And
class.
I bet Mr. Shell's at home listening to us right now. And,
No, he doesn't watch the Bengals. That guy's too cool.
Well, yeah. At least he thinks so. And
Yeah.
and I already did his homework, so I'm not going to complain about it. It wasn't that bad. Although Mr. Shell was out sick today, so that's unfortunate. He does have
Quote unquote sick. That guy takes more tactical skip days
Yeah.
than anyone in the school.
Well, I think he does have. Coach Remy told us today he has the Bengal virus, as we're starting to call it.
I mean, I'm starting to get it here, Pat. You might want to stay 6 feet away. I'm getting a little congested here. I might
Well.
start talking funny.
Nate Majors is ready to kick this away, and I also, one last thing to wrap up this little halftime. Mr. Dodds did tell me today that he would like a shout-out as he's listening to the game tonight. He said I would forget, and I didn't, so Mr. Dodds, shout-out to you. Great guy.
Shout out to Peter Dalton, too. I just saw him during the halftime, and I mentioned that I would say hi to him at the broadcast. I don't know if he's watching right now because he's at the game.
I would assume
But hi,
no.
Peter Dalton.
Okay.
Love you, buddy. Sorry. Just had to slip that in.
So happy that we
Number
got
9,
all of
Brady
that
DeVore,
out.
number 27,
And
Jose
now we're
Cabana.
ready to get back to gameplay. Here we go. Third quarter of action. The Bengals will kick off. Jose Caban back to return for the Bruins. And Padua student section getting their energy going again. The energy is high inside Padua Stadium, and a beautiful view just beyond the tree line there, as you can see on the kickoff. Just a beautiful setting for this evening's game. That's taken in by Brady DeVore, runs along the 20-yard line,
hello.
picks up some space, breaks free, has some space, and a block on Majors, somehow tracked down,
Brady DeVore on the return
By
into
Jonathan
Benedictine
Spites,
territory for the
who
Bruins.
saves a touchdown, and that's a really good return for the Bruins, and they have a chance now to strike back here on the first drive of the half.
Yeah, less than ideal there. Now, if you're the
Return
Bengal
good for
defense,
39
what are
yards
you
out to the
expecting?
Benedictine
Because
43.
they had
Timeout
success
for
throwing
Benedictine
the ball.
Bengal.
And obviously we know they have success running the quarterback up the middle. So I don't know. I think it's
There's
this is
a Bengal down on the
tougher-
field.
You hate to see that. I don't know who that is. Can we get a pan on that? Can't tell who that might be.
When we get a number, we'll be sure to let you know.
Can't tell from here. Looks like number 46.
That's Marquise Norman.
Yeah. And he's been very impactful so far this season. Obviously hate to see him down. You hope for the best.
Yeah, there he is. We just are thankful that this game, I mean, the Cramps from last week, and I saw a
Yeah.
lot of the Bengals supporters calling it the Cramp Bowl.
I did see that on the Yappy.
On the Yappy. We have to just give the Yappy a shout out for a second. The Cramp Bowl, and this game, fortunately, I guess the Bengals stayed hydrated during the week as well as the Bruins, because it was a problem with both teams
Yeah.
last week, and so
Yeah,
good to
yeah.
go in that aspect this week. But Norman, definitely something with his ankle or foot. We'll have to wait and see.
I mean, yeah, this is taking a little bit longer time. I think he's going to be able to get up on his own power. Oh, maybe not. No. Yeah, that's not great.
So after a quick start and return from the Bruins, they'll come back on to the field after the injury delay, and they've got a big opportunity in the game, kind of in their control at the moment. This is such a cool sight for this game, Luca.
Yeah, this is a really nice, and we got a great view here.
Absolutely great, yeah. Just again, we send our appreciation out to Padua and their athletic department for their help tonight as DeVore goes in motion. Hanover in shotgun formation. He's got Gillespie to his right. Finally, the snap and another designed quarterback run. He's going to have a lot of room to work with, and he's going to get probably about 7 yards on the play, so we'll call it 2nd and 3. And the Bengals have had trouble stopping that.
Yeah, it's obviously tough, and they're doing a really nice job of creating a hole on the outside. He's, I mean, that's just a gaping hole right there, and that's tough to stop. I think there was another really nice rally to the football by Eschke. So, obviously the linebackers are playing a little better. You'd really like to see the 2 DNs, Sean O'Connell and Tyrell O'Neal, get really involved in this game. We saw pressure from them last drive. Just like to see him get home on one of these. I don't think we've seen a Benedictine sack this year yet, so maybe it'll come soon.
Hopefully you speak it into existence right here on the 2nd and 4 play. Hanover takes the snap, drops back, rolls, trouble. He somehow gets it complete, but a nice trip
play
up
by
there.
Eschke.
Will Eschke, and he is fired up.
Kid's having a good game. Here we go.
We remember Michael Duckworth had those great celebrations last year, and now
and we got another Bengal down. Wow.
Yeah.
So not great for the Bengals there, obviously, with the player down. I don't know who that could be. Is that number 83?
So that's going to be Noma and Zekwe.
Yeah. And he's had a pretty impactful couple weeks here, too, so.
But, I mean, and I know that you keep saying that. It sounds a little bit repetitive even because the Bengals have had such a great variety of looking for the word, I'm just going completely blank, of cooperation and
yeah. That's a good way to put it.
I guess. There's a word that I'm missing that it's just not coming to me, but contribution.
There you go.
Finally.
Count it.
Took me a minute, but so much contribution throughout the entire team.
Well, and
so that's why it's rough to see when anybody's not out there.
Yeah, and too, I mean, the transfer class that we got in, I believe Noma's in that, and I believe Norman is too. Correct me if I'm wrong.
In my class.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
correct.
And they've done a really nice job. Obviously, first year coming into the system, and they've done a pretty nice job. They're playing meaningful time. That does not look great.
Yeah, he's having some trouble. Let's see with which foot it is. I think it's the right.
It's the left, bad. No, I think you're right.
Yeah, I was going to say, hold on. Wouldn't jump to too quick of conclusions there, but
yeah, that doesn't look too promising there.
He's having some trouble getting off now. Here comes Max Closure and Shepard
Here
Charlton
comes the
to
bigger
help
boys,
him.
Yeah.
Here we go. They're just going to lift him up.
Oh, wow, look at this.
This
is Bengal cooperation right there.
Yeah, and there's a good time for the word cooperation. I used it incorrectly before, so apologies on that. Okay, a 3rd and 4 now, and a crucial 3rd down, out of field goal range for Padua, but in reality, this could be 4-down territory again, so the Bruins could have 2 plays to pick this up.
Well, I mean, only 4 yards to go here, Pat, but I mean, with the way that do you run the quarterback draw here, quarterback ISO, whatever you want to classify it as, or do you try one of those slip screens when they've gotten a ton of open field for? Oh, we almost just jumped there.
Hanover now looking towards the sideline again. Trips on the near side, 1 on the far side. Hanover's going to be under center with Gillespie in the backfield.
Taking a ton of time here.
Finally, Padua has to take a timeout. They didn't know what was going on.
Timeout, Bruins.
Yeah.
Their first charge timeout of the second half. At this time, we would like to recognize and thank our Brown Padua Business Alliance partners, H&M Landscaping, Dr. Jacobelli and Sala Exceptional Dental Care, located.
You'd really like to see a big stop by the Bengal defense here. I mean, obviously they played really well today, putting a 0 on the scoreboard. And I was talking to a couple of people this week about obviously some kinks to work out from last week, but they only put up 19 points. That's not a ton. I mean, 3 scores is not an outrageous amount. I know the yardage didn't really tell the full story, but I really like the way that the Bengal defense is playing today.
And it's obvious to point out that the Bengals offense has been slow, but the defense has backed them up in that aspect.
Yeah, but I mean, it's really peculiar because when you look at the first drive from the Bengals, it was very methodical, like you said. It was great. I mean,
and they couldn't be stopped.
I know, but the weird part is that just kind of all went away you know, it wasn't just like a, you know,
And
oh,
now
they
it
had a
feels
good second drive. They had nothing.
Yeah,
I mean, after that, it was
right. And it feels like
abysmal.
there's been no energy from either team.
Yeah, that is a good way to put it.
All right, 3rd and 4. High snap. They're going to run it. Quarterback run, and
No
he's
way.
stuffed. Good stuff there. Micah Smith in there, as well as
Turnover
Sean
on the carry,
O'Connell.
stop for no gain by the Bengals.
No gain.
That'll
Kellen
bring up a
Donnelly
4th
was in
and
there
4
as
for
well,
the
I believe, and now it's 4th and 4 in a decision time for the Bruins. They're going for it. No surprise. But I know it's the same sets. Trips on the near side, one on the far side. Hand over with Gillespie to his left.
And I'll tell you what, the Padua student section's more worried about this giveaway they're doing over here than the
More
actual
t-shirt
play.
tosses. So
They've had more
shout out
t-shirt
to the
tosses
Padua
than
promo
touchdowns.
team. Well, that's true. Padua promo team keeping it active. They got a ton of t-shirts.
Yeah, they do.
All right,
Impressed by
Hanover's going to throw. Oh! Head of,
Went off his dome.
Hanover's
I
pass
believe that was Trey
intended for
Gasparo.
Trey Gasparo
Yes,
is
correct.
incomplete.
And
It's a turnover
he just
on
wasn't
down
looking.
by the Bruins.
Yeah.
I don't think he
1st and
expected
10
that
Bengals
coming. And
from their own 37.
so the Bengals are going to get a turnover on down to get the ball back here.
I mean, he was,
And a quick Padua drive just stopped kind of out of nowhere.
and I mean, they had a ton. I mean, a great return there, and just like kind of stalled again. And I mean, obviously it was pretty open there, but I mean, there's a lot of guys on this Benedictine defense who are contributing. Obviously, what's sparking my memory about this is Micah Smith really did not play at all last year. And obviously he's made a couple really nice plays last week and then this week.
You absolutely love to see it.
You really like to see it from younger. I mean, Micah Smith's a senior, don't get me wrong here, but he's very inexperienced in that aspect of playing a ton of time like he is today.
Iacampo back out there again. He's in shotgun formation. He fakes the handoff. Now he's going to roll out pressure. Somehow escapes the sack. Keep running, and he gets tackled for a loss.
On the run, on the stop for
Sacked
the
there by
Bruins,
number 44,
Santoro.
Dominic Santoro, the junior.
Yeah, we'll see it here, Pat. I mean, he's got
Loss
Krieger
of
right there,
3
just
on the
pressure
play,
coming
back
at
to
him.
the
And I thought number
34-yard
11
line,
was going to
brings
take
up
him
a
down
2nd
there,
and
but
13
eventually a
for the
nice tackle
Yeah.
by Santoro, and now the Bengals lose yardage on the sack, and it's 2nd and 13. And again, you need a good start to your offensive drive, and it seems like a little bit of the energy has kind of sputtered out now after that first play.
And we haven't seen a ton of Krieger last week on offense. We see it now,
Yeah.
so maybe they'll try to get him involved. Obviously, they got to get something going in the pass game here.
Blair now to the left of Iacampo.
Wow.
Iacampo takes the snap, rolls out quick, throws, tipped around, and
It's caught.
Iacampo's pass caught on the
caught.
deflection.
Yeah. Jeremiah Krieger, as you just mentioned.
Number
Bengals don't pick up a whole ton of yards here. It looked like it almost might have been picked. A lot of guys in there, and we'll take another
Six
look
up
at
for
that.
third
Iacampo rolled out. He threw
7
quick,
from the
but it was
40.
tipped up. Oh, wow. Padua got in there quick, but Krieger able to come down with it. He picked up a decent amount of yards, about 5 yards on the play, so now it'll be 3rd and 7. And this is a huge chance for the Bengals to pick up a good third down conversion.
And again, you almost have to pass here, unless, well, I mean, I guess you could go for it. I don't know how aggressive they want to be here, but when's the last time we saw the Bengals throw 3 times in a row?
Motion again now from Blair. Trips on the near side. Iacampo shotgun formation. Takes in the low snap. Drops back. He throws. Complete to Jonathan Spikes. And he makes a couple of moves. He's going to get it down to about the 45, and it's going to be about 4 and 3.
Short of the line again. It'll bring up a 4th down for the Benedictine Bengals.
Is the punt team coming on? I think so. Yep.
Yep, here comes Nate Majors to punt it again, and another short Bengals offensive drive.
So now two drives on both sides for Padua and then from Benedictine. They went nowhere. I mean, really, 2 4-and-outs. Ooh.
Majors gets the punt off. Didn't take the roll for him this time as it did last time. Bengals down at about the 31. And the Bruins with another chance on offense.
Yeah.
At the Padua 32-yard line, will it be 1st and 10 for the Bruins?
And you'd really like, you would really like to see the Bengals succeed offensively here after just being in an absolute drought. There's no other way to put it. I mean, they haven't had anything on offense, so that would be nice. That's what I want for Christmas.
Padua student section back at it. I'm sure you can hear.
They're getting turned up over there. I'll give it to them, man. They're getting it going.
Yeah, got to get some energy behind this Padua offense, which, much like Benedictine's, has been quiet most of the night, besides a couple of big plays. Uh-oh. Here we go. Hand off to Gillespie. He finds the outside, picks up about half the distance. Second down.
Gillespie on the carry for the Bruins.
And we haven't seen a ton of Gillespie so far in this game. Obviously, you know, I believe he had a couple screen passes that just kind of got blown up a little bit, but that's one of the first, you know, true, you know, design runs to the running back that we've seen, or the few, I should say.
Right, we haven't seen that much at all. 2nd and 5. Shotgun formation here, 2 on the near side, 1 on the far side. The snap. Faked handoff, and there goes Hanover again, trying to run it himself. He picks up the first, keeps going towards the far sideline, gets past the 50 for a Padua first down.
Bruins. Hanover on the keeper.
That's a good run.
Yeah, that's a nice play there.
You know, the
they do a nice job of, I believe it might have been a little bit of an RPO. Oh, no. It was just a straight design run. They just can't get to him quick enough.
Eventually taken out of bounds there by John Jones.
That's a nice play design there from Padua. Got to give credit where credit's due, and that's a nice play. Wow. I don't know if you could hear this, but man, they're getting lively down here.
I'm sure you can hear it. In fact,
oh yeah,
we just shut it off. We just turned it down. Our mic's right there in the middle of Padua's cheerleaders, so I'm sure you hear it. Faked snap and another quarterback run and another first down for Landon Hanover.
Bruins. Hanover on the keeper.
And the Bengals have incredible trouble stopping that QB run.
Gain of 12 for Padua.
Yeah, not having a ton of. You know, I almost got to wonder if it's the same problem as they had last week. They're just not. You know, what's happening here is the D-line, they're not engaging and keeping their linemen on them. I mean, the Padua O-line's doing a heck of a job getting to the second level, and that clogs up all the linebackers and gives a ton of space for Hanover to run. I mean, he's like untouched until like 10 yards.
Nobody here on the near side. 2 on the far side. Motion here. Brings DeVore to the near side. Gillespie to the left of Hanover. He's going to keep it again. And he's taken down, but unfortunately, the flag on the play. We'll see what this call is. And Padua, they know. I mean, it's loud and clear. Padua knows that, you know, the Bengals' kryptonite almost is that QB run.
Yeah, almost. Curious to see maybe a false start? Not sure here what the flag is on. That was a great rally to the football. We really haven't seen that like blown up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not sure. What? Oh. Okay.
So it will push the Bruins back.
Illegal shift called against
Illegal shift. Okay.
That was. Now that one, Pat, I didn't get so quick.
Yeah, well, that one doesn't happen in Madden so much. That's kind of a more rare penalty. So.
Thanks, Pat.
The penalty is declined.
Bengals decline it. No surprise there after the tackle for loss and a nice play. So 2nd and 13.
I believe it'll be 3rd down, Pat, if I'm not mistaken here.
Actually.
No, it'll be 2nd and 13. My bad.
Yeah, but the chains say 1st down, so that's obviously not right. We know that because the penalty was declined. I think the chain gang thinks that it was a replay 1st down. That's not the case. It's 2nd and 13. The chains are wrong, but that's okay. Scoreboard's right, so that's good.
But they got to change over there.
Oh, there we go. Good. Hanover, shotgun formation, drops back. Pressure in the pocket. Trying to run out of there, and oh my, he's going to have space to go. Finally taken down by Jonathan Spikes, but Bengals with a big opportunity there, and Hanover escapes.
A 3rd and 5 for Padua.
But I mean, you gotta hand it, you know, credit-wise to Hanover. He's done a heck of a job of, you know, finding those holes and running. I mean, that's not a design run, but Bengals having a ton of trouble with that. Even any QB run, they're having a ton of trouble with.
So now a 3rd and 5. Trips on the near side. Gillespie to the right of Hanover. Nobody on the far side. And there's that motion from DeVore again to set up on the far side. Hanover's going to run it himself. Shocker. The Bengals are going to get there.
That's a nice play.
And on top of the pile, number 55, that's Matt Wilson.
No gain on the play, brings up a 4th and 5 for the Bruins.
You got to imagine they're going to go for this. I know they have immense trust in their kicker, but you almost have to go for it here. I mean, not a ton doing offensively, and it'd be a real game changer if they could get this. You got to get another guy on that side, though.
4th and 5. Trips on the far side.
You know, I'll tell you what, Pat, we've seen a ton of defensive miscommunications on this drive. I mean, like, I don't know, maybe it's missed assignments, but there's a lot of disputes going on, it seems like.
All right, big 4th down. This third quarter really dragging out here. Now just over 3 minutes left. Hanover's going to throw, incomplete. Oh, careful there. Don't want to get called for a pass interference, but that's going to be another turnover on downs. That seems to be the case for the Bruins. They get to this kind of spot in the field, and then they go for it on 4th down, and they're unable to convert because they don't want to do that QB run on a 4th and half the yards to go.
So you might as well try it, though, Pat.
I mean, but they keep trying to throw and throwing the ball. There's our
Oh! I said I wasn't going to do it, but why not, Pat, you know?
Each one of our Bruins, and it's the most impactful way.
They try to throw it on that 4th down, and it just doesn't work for them. Then they turn the ball over. So the Bengals defense continues to do their job in that aspect, and offense getting the ball back, and boy, would you love to see them take a 2-possession lead here. Really need it for the momentum of this game.
Yeah. And, I mean, there's no energy on the Bengals sideline, it seems like. I mean, they just look like dead over there. I mean, that's a huge 4th down stop, and nobody's –
yeah.
Seems like the coaches are more hyped up than the players. And they ran into each other.
Another run here with Caden Forte, a solid way to start the drive.
On the carry for the
and a late flag, Max
38-yard
Lozier.
line.
That's going to be on Lozier. He took the
play.
Padua guy down late. So
What?
yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
That's a good run by Forte.
I don't know how much I like that call. I mean, he's just finishing the play there. That's, wow. Oh. Yeah, I don't love that call, but I could be a little biased. You never know. I want to pick up that flag.
And more communication with the chains in the scoreboard.
The penalty is a dead ball personal foul against the Bengals.
That will be a 10-yard penalty, I believe.
Yeah, should be.
So it's going to be 1st and 20.
Man, they're just...
After the penalty yards are marked off, the Bengals will have it at their own 23-yard line. It'll be a 2nd and 19.
That's a killer, Pat. That really is. That's a pretty nice pickup on 1st down, and now you got it.
Oh, so it'll be 2nd and 19. They
long way to go.
Applied it after the play, so 15-yard penalty. That's on me.
It's okay, Pat. It's all right.
So 2nd and 19. We'll get the score bug updated there.
That's brutal.
The snap and another handoff to Caden Forte. And he falls.
Forte on
but again, just so many yards to go. Now it's 3rd and long.
In on the stop for
the
Bruins, number 70, Bo Barney.
You know, it's a little bit curious. The Bengals passed it twice in a row last drive. They had a little bit of success. Not a huge load, but they had a little bit of success. And now 2nd and 19, that would be a more obvious time where you would pass the ball. So maybe they're trying to catch him, you know, with their pants down, so to speak. But I don't know.
12 for the Bengals.
So 3rd and 12, as you probably just heard, the speaker's very loud.
That's just not an ideal situation if you're trying to get Gio into a rhythm here. I mean, this is like, they could bring a ton of pressure if they really wanted. I mean, it wouldn't be wise to, but they've been able to get in the backfield pretty easily in terms of pass protection.
So now a 3rd and 12. And a timeout taken here by the Bengals.
First charge timeout of the second half.
Well, Luca, it's that time of year again. 7th and 8th graders, Bengal for a day.
Yeah.
You can sign up now for our Shadow Days called Bengal for a Day. You can also sign up for our new HSPT prep sessions.
Would Jacob
and
Nugent please come to the press box?
The HSPT
Would Jacob Nugent please
test
come
itself.
to the press
So
box?
for more information on that, you can visit cbhs.edu/admissions. We hope to see you for your Shadow Day soon, your HSPT prep or your HSPT test.
I remember the day that I shadowed, Pat. I don't know if you remember yours.
I do.
Shout out to Lex Her. I'm sure he's not watching this in Purdue, but you know, if he is, he showed me a great, you know, he was a sophomore, he was a freshman when I shadowed him. He did a great job showing me around school. Man, this speaker's loud. But yeah, he did a really nice job of showing me around, and ultimately led to my decision to come here. So,
yeah, well, that's good. So shout out Lex Her. You're the reason Luca Bucci's standing here right now. I shout out my brother, so nothing special there.
Will Lloyd, we miss you.
Yeah, definitely a big help, especially with the broadcast, too, in the tech department, because, wow.
He did a ton for the school.
He really did. He really did. All right, here we go. 3rd and 12. All right, Campo. Low snap. Spinning all over the place. Just throws. Wide open. Jonathan Spikes. It's caught. He picks up the first down. Still towards the outside. Breaks the tackle. Past the 50. Jonathan Spikes goes out of bounds. How about that? That is a big pickup and momentum swinger that the Bengals needed so desperately.
I mean, that's just a heck of a play right there. It's almost a little bit like we saw last week with John Jones at first.
Absolutely.
I mean, look at this. He's got nowhere to go. Gives it right to Spikes. I mean, his ability after the catch is really something.
And he's so good at breaking tackles. I mean, he did it last week, 2 big hits, and then breaking that tackle there, picked up an extra 10 yards.
And him and, the tight ends really have been the biggest weapons for this Bengal offense so far. I mean, they've just done a great job. I mean, that's just what Gio needed right there. Let's see if he can get into a groove here.
Handoff goes to the running back, Forte, and he's got to pick up another first down, I think.
Down to the Padua 35-yard
2nd and 9, we'll say.
Sets up a second.
All right,
second and 1.
Second and 1.
Second and 1.
Gate of 9, 2nd and 1. That's another look, and Forte.
They're doing it. And, now this is where, you, as an offense, you're really in control. You can call pretty much whatever you want on second and – are they giving it the first down? No.
2nd and 1.
On 2nd and 1.
Yes.
You could call a deep shot here, really, if you want. I mean, why not? Let's just see it. Or you can pick up the first down and then do that on first down if you really want to.
I expect another run here with Forte on the 2nd and short. I can't go under center. Eschke in between him and Forte, and the run goes to Forte. He bounces off the line, and he's going to push through for a first down. Good work there by Forte to,
first down yardage
see he had nothing going there where he was and bounce off it and find a hole to get that yardage that he needed for the first.
I mean, we sort of talked about this early in the broadcast, but he really does a nice job. Even Corday Blair, I'm not discounting that fact.
Right.
They do a really nice job after, after contact, they do a really nice job. Ooh, that's going to be the end of the – are they going to run it down here? I guess so.
Yeah, that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. So, boy, we've got a good game on our hands.
Again.
It's a scrappy one out here. A defensive battle, as we've been saying all night long. But the Bengals with a chance to take a 2-possession lead here on this drive. They got a 1st and 10. There's that Padua student section. Wow, very impressive. Yeah. And we got a good game on our hands. We're going to step aside. And we will be back for the 4th quarter of action here in this playoff rematch. Your score, Benedictine 7, Padua 0. You're watching the Benedictine Sports Broadcasting Network.
Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine is proud to be the official.
All right, welcome back to Padua Stadium. Beginning of the 4th quarter here, the Bengals lead the Bruins 7-0 now on our end of the field, and a chance for the Bengals to capitalize. 1st and 10. Here we go. Iacampo, pitch to Forte. Very quick. And a nice run here on first down to pick up about 5.
Forte on the carry for the Bengals down to the Bruins' 27-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play brings up a 2nd and 4.
We've been saying it all night. I mean, the atmosphere here is electric. I mean, this
Yeah.
has been such an exciting game, even with the lack of offensive production, but the crowds have really made this a fun one.
And you know, they've done, I mean, the running backs wise, they've really carried this offense.
Right.
And this Padua student section is really not as loud as one would think.
Right. I mean, they're very large, but only when they start doing it, as the chant goes, that's when they get loud. And another run with Forte, and he's going to be just short of the first, but a manageable 3rd and short for the Bengals. And Caden Forte doing a nice job pushing the Bengals down the field here, and the run game propelled them on that first drive, and that's what they need to go back to here.
Yeah. And do you see there?
Forte
You know,
previous carry,
he ran
down
like
to
right
the
past that
25-yard
DN,
line,
or the
bringing up a
D
3rd
lineman.
and 2
Like
for
he
the
like looked
Bengals.
right at him, and just kind of peculiar, if you will, Pat.
Yeah, and you've dropped that word now twice in the broadcast.
Have I really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think that's interesting to point out. Just, not an everyday word.
Let's
so.
do some statistics on the Luca Bucci word count,
Yeah,
things
yeah.
I use multiple times in a game.
We definitely like to talk about the vocabulary here so far this season, which is funny. Icampo's under center. He's going to hand it off again. And Forte is going to push his way forward. I think he got the first.
Yeah, I
yes.
think they're going to mark
Forte
it, yeah.
on the carry for
First
the
down, Bengals. That's a
just
big
enough
first
for
down.
first
So now
down yardage.
you're in Nate Major's field goal range at this point in time, I think. Keep pushing the ball down the field, though. Obviously want a touchdown. Now they got a first down to work with, and a great chance here at the start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah. And they've done a pretty, like the balance of the run and pass on this drive is like we saw in the first drive of the game. And that's what's worked. I mean, pretty much every drive that the Bengals have scored on has been powered by the run and backed up by the pass. And they could do that, they'll be a successful offense. It's just when they stray away from that game plan, that's when you see the 4 and outs and, the stalled drives.
Icampo hands it off to Forte on first down, that's Blair powering up the middle. I think he got another first
Blair
down.
on the carry for first down yardage
Yes,
for the Bengals.
back-to-back first downs for the Bengals. And now, I think it's 1st and goal, or just short. Yeah, so it's going to be 1st and 10. The first down marker's at about the 2-yard line. There's the run from Blair, who just checked into the game, and that's a great start for Corday Blair, picking up right where Caden Forte left off, and that's when the Bengals found success last week as well, is when they switched from Forte to Blair mid-drive.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, guys get tired if you're running 10 yards every single time. Ooh, fumbled
no.
snap. What's going to be the flag? Is that a
No,
flag
that's
or
not
the
a flag,
marker?
that's the ball
all right.
but Icampo did a nice job of covering. He might have picked up a yard, actually.
Maybe.
Or it'll be 2nd and 10.
You don't see that too often when you're under center. You don't see a fumbled snap like that. You more so see it when you're in the shotgun.
-1 yard
But
back to the 13.
Okay, we lost a yard, so it's going to be 2nd and 11.
Now, Pat, what do you think here? If you get in a 4, is it 4 down territory, or would you kick the field goal?
I think you're taking your field goal.
I would agree.
That 2-possession lead is huge here.
I would agree there.
Icampo under center.
Oh,
Oh,
my
no.
God.
And I think Padua has the football.
Ugh.
The ball is fumbled by the Bengals, and it's recovered by the Bruins.
Wow. And we saw the scare last play. Recovered there by number 35
In
for
on the
Padua.
recovery for
That's Josh
Padua, number
Vetrick, the junior.
35, Josh Vetrick.
Wow. And a momentum swing. The Bengals were about to take a 2-possession lead, and now all of a sudden, it's going back the other way.
Wow. And the fumbles have killed the Bengals this year.
The fumble
I
was
mean, we
recovered
might
by
have
Vetrick
4
at the
fumbles in
Padua
2 games.
14-yard line, where
There's
the
something
Bruins
like
will have
that.
I mean,
1st and 10.
And that's not even counting the ones that, it's counting the ones that we gave up. I mean, there's been ones that we fumbled that we recovered, but jeez. The ball protection's gotta be better.
Now the Bengals defense, who has been strong all night, I mean, they're pitching a shutout at the moment. So
Pat with the jinx, man.
Yeah, no.
Knock on wood here somewhere. Got some wood here somewhere, jeez.
The press box. Yep. Oh.
Devin, can you knock on that wood for me?
Oh,
Thanks,
there
buddy.
we go. Okay. Audio guy Devin Heston
Jeez.
got the wood on the inside of the press box. This siding on the outside is fake wood, so it's not going to work.
Not
for
real
us.
wood, Pat. It doesn't count.
Hanover, and there goes the design QB run, but not going
Sean
anywhere.
O'Connell, how you
Big
down?
hit.
Hanover
Sean
stopped in the
O'Connell
backfield
with a
for
tackle
lost
for
yards.
loss.
Back to the
2nd
12.
down.
Loss of 2 on the play brings up a 2nd and 12.
There you go.
for the
And like I
Bruins.
said, I'd really love to see. Here we go. Look at this play. Sheds off the
Sean
blocker,
O'Connell
kills.
on the stop for the Bengals.
Nice play.
Micah Smith was right behind him as well, and we mentioned his name earlier.
Yeah.
2nd and 12 after the tackle for loss.
You know, surprisingly, really haven't called Tyrell O'Neal's name too much. You know, less than you would expect from a guy of his caliber. So
Right, committed to Toledo.
gotta get him involved into the game. He's got to make an impact here. One of your best players on defense. Look to him to make the big plays.
2nd and 12 for Hanover. Motion from DeVore again. And we have a whistle before the play. Flag is thrown. And this looks like it's going to be against
I
Padua.
think it might be a false start. Oh no.
Flag on the play for a delay of game
Oh,
against
wow.
the Bruins.
All right, delay of
Backs them
game.
up 5
So
yards
that's
to
good.
a
Now it's going to be
2nd
2nd and 17.
from their own
2nd and a
7-yard line.
mile here.
Right, Bengals just have to contain now, and you have to wonder if Padua is going to be forced to throw the ball, which is really their weak spot.
Yeah. I mean, you think that, but then they're going to quarterback ISO for 15 yards.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, we've seen a lot of wide open receivers that have just dropped the ball for the Bruins.
Yeah, we have seen that a ton. In really critical spots, too. Just like Gilmore. I mean, I don't know if the Bengals
Right, I
are
mean, they had a
just-
game, well, I don't think he would have gone to the house, but a game-changing play from Dunleavy, and he just couldn't catch the ball. Hanover
Good prediction, Pat.
slings it deep, but just overthrown, intended for Reed Sarenka. Now it's 3rd and 17, and Padua is pinned back.
Incomplete out of the reach of number 10, Reed Cervenka.
No, I almost wonder if they're going to run the ball just because you don't want to
17
get
for the
sacked
Bruins
and you're
from
pinned
their
down
own
on your one. You're
7-yard
already
line.
deep there enough, and you know, obviously punting-wise, it's a tough punt from your own end zone because you have a lot less room to work with depending on where the spot is. I mean, they're still should be in a fine spot, but who knows? I'll tell you what, Pat, I am stuffed up, man. Oh.
If we don't see Luca on Monday, we know that. Oh, well, we won't be seeing anybody on Monday. Day off of school. You have 3 days to recover, Luca. You will be A-OK. All right, Hanover has to throw quick. He finds a man. It's DeVore. Bengals got to get him down before he gets to the sticks. He's going to find the outside. Jones is there. He's going to be just short of the first, but what is Padua going to do now?
Brady DeVore on the reception for the Bruins.
It's going to be like fourth and 1.
Well, in this stage of the game, you almost have to go for it. I mean,
And
no, they're
going,
not.
yeah.
No, I guess you don't have. I didn't realize there was 6 minutes on the clock. That's my mistake there.
For the Bruins.
Man,
And that's a really nice
play.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Up top.
Yeah. We were just talking about at halftime. We were thinking exactly the same tonight, so that's pretty funny. But, I mean, now it's 4th and 1. I mean, what an incredible job by DeVore to get the extra yardage after the catch there. But Padua, choosing to punt here, giving the ball back to the Bengals for a chance to.
Nobody's back there.
Yeah. Maybe the Bengals were setting up for a potential.
And now they're kind of pinned.
Right.
That makes it a little
punt
tougher.
Rolls to a stop at the Benedictine 22-yard line.
So 1st down, Bengals.
That's a 55-yard punt for the senior
that's
kicker.
A huge punt right there.
Yeah.
It probably rolled 30 yards.
Once again, we would like to recognize and thank our Padua Business Alliance Platinum partners and streaming sponsors, Universal Windows Direct and the Bath Authority.
Crucial offensive drive. The Bengals can, I don't want to say put this game out of reach, but they can make it real tough for Padua with a score here. And, Luca, this is pretty much a complete opposite of what happened last year against Padua. It was an offensive battle.
Oh, yeah, I was going to mention that, yeah.
With two incredible running backs in Roderick Love for Padua, and then Chris Maloney, obviously, for Benedictine, as there's a nice run to start off the drive.
Well,
it's Caden Forte starting off the drive again.
Forte on the carry for the Bengals.
And this is kind of the interesting part about going every two drives in terms of quarterback situation here. Now First is in the game. He has more experience, as we'll look at that run again. Nice block there by O'Connell again. A couple yards, that's a good setup. But I mean, it's tough because First hasn't played in 2.5 quarters.
Right.
He hasn't played since before half. Now you're throwing him into the game. I don't hate that you're putting him in the game, but like, I mean, you're like throwing him to the wolves.
There's a good run by Forte. He picks up the first, trying to spin out of a tackle, but a great pickup, and he's still on his feet, staying
Forte
strong.
on the carry for
Caden
first
Forte,
down yardage and more out to the Benedictine
last drive and this one, doing a
39-yard
really good
line.
job starting the drive.
Gain
You know,
of
getting the
14
Bengals
on
away from
play.
their own end zone a little bit, and he's been very good so far in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really great start to the drive. And now 1st and 10, you have a lot of options in terms of what you can do here. You could throw here. I mean, with under 5 minutes to go, you don't have to throw. You could try to drain this clock as much as you want. We saw them do that on the first drive, obviously, but like, you have a lot of options here if you're the Bengals, I feel like.
First is under center. It's Forte in the backfield. Handoff is going to go to Forte, and he's not going to get as much here. Probably about 2 yards on the play, 2nd down.
Forte on the
You know, it's
carry
pretty
for the
interesting, Pat. They
Bengals.
both running backs. Obviously, I'd
Out
probably
to the
say
42
Forte
yard
might
line,
be
gain of
probably a
3,
little shorter,
brings
maybe
up
a little
2nd and 7
smaller
for
than
Benedict.
Corday.
Right.
But I mean, they're both really fast backs who really aggressive. I mean, watch him hit this hole. I mean, he's just like full steam ahead right here. I mean, that's just, and he's, like I mentioned last week, but you know, you really want them to fall forward if you're a running back, pick up those extra 2 yards. They seem like they do that almost every play.
2nd and 7. They got 3 on the play. First is going to be in shotgun formation here with Forte in the backfield. I think this is Anton Smith on the first, or on the near side, as Forte is going to try and run it up the middle. He gets a couple
Forte
more,
on
and
the
it'll be
carry.
2nd and 4. Or excuse me, 3rd and 4.
Gain
I don't
of 4
know.
brings up a 3rd and 3 for Benedictine. Timeout, Padua.
Timeout taken by
and
the
second
Bruins.
charge
Here's
timeout
another run
of the
by
half.
Forte, and
What we have this opportunity, want to send out our congratulations.
just a nice
to the
tackle
Padua
there
Girls
by
tennis
number
team
7.
on its victories over
That's,
NBCL, Holy
Ethan
Hand,
Madej,
Lake
and he's
Catholic
been
this
a
week
big
to
impact
improve to
player
6-2
for
on the season and
for
4-0
Padua.
in North Coast Conference play.
Yeah.
Good luck on Tuesday. when
Apologies
they
for getting
take
a little
on
distracted. We might go
Cuyahoga
quiet.
Valley
I don't know
Christian
how
Academy.
loud you guys are hearing this speaker above us. but
Yeah,
it's
I'm
kinda-
hearing it.
It's kind of, yeah, you're under it, so that would be why. Let's talk a little bit about our basketball camp. You can join new head coach Winston Grays and his staff for the Benedictine Bengals basketball fall training camp. This camp is for grades 5 through 8. It will take place inside Truman Memorial Fieldhouse on October 20th and 21st from 6 to 7:30 p.m. For more information on how to register, go ahead and visit cbhs.edu/camps. Coach Grays did a great job with his first camp. I know there was a huge turnout for that over the summer, so lots of excitement around the basketball program. I know we talked about this exact same thing last week, but
Yeah, we did.
it's really true.
Deja vu, Pat.
Maybe.
Man.
All right, Bengals now with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, Pat, biggest play of the game. What are they going to do?
First is going to hand it off. Forte
Surprise,
is
surprise.
going to be short.
Ooh, hold on now.
And excuse me, I believe that's Blair. No, it's Forte.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
I think they're just short. So now
Pat, they got
Forte
decision
on the
times
carry
here.
for the Bengals.
Oh,
Padua.
Pat. What are you going to do?
timeout Padua, I think.
Got 4th and like an inch.
Padua,
Like 4th
its
and
third
1
and
here.
Final timeout of
Padua's out of timeouts.
the second
What?
half.
Wow.
Well, they
Are
got they have to stop
my
the clock.
God.
The Bengals are going to keep running
Good
it
luck
down.
to the Padua girls golf team next week.
So the Bengals
as
with 2
Bruins
timeouts
take on
left,
Lake
the Bruins
Catholic
with
and
0.
NBCL in dual matches. And
wow.
congratulations to the boys golf team on its victories over Cornerstone Christian
Jeez.
Academy and Western Reserve Academy this week to improve to 6-0 on the season.
I would really be interested to see what the play call is here if you're Coach P. You know, I mentioned this last week. You know, obviously you don't want to lose and you don't want to be stupid, aggressive, and do stupid things. But you know, sometimes there comes a time when you got to play to win and not play to not lose.
Right.
If that makes any sense, Pat.
I do agree with you on that.
And I think this is a time when you have to play to win. You can't play scared here. You got to. I mean, obviously Matt First, the bigger guy compared to Gio.
Right.
You know, you could. I wouldn't hate it here if they just rammed it forward, a little push action here. Or you throw. No, never mind. I mean, this is like, it almost probably is a full yard.
All right, big 4th and 1. First is going to run it. And he picks up the first down. Matthew First. And I think Padua was expecting the QB sneak, but Matthew First, how about that?
Look at how elusive this young man is. Woo! Nice play.
He just got around the ball and took it for the first down, and that is a really, really nice play.
I mean, what a guy Matt First there. I don't know if that was designed or not, but.
Right. I mean, he found that outside.
It's a really nice play, though. That does the job right there. And now Padua has no timeouts, nothing.
Right, and the Bengals with a chance to keep draining it down.
Ooh.
Short run there. So it'll be a 2nd and long.
You know, Pat, how...
That's Blair in
Blair
the
on the carry for the Bengals. No gain on the
You know,
play.
how ironic
Brings up a
it would
2nd and
be
10 from the Padua
if
47.
we saw a 7-0 game compared to 42 to whatever it was last year.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is crazy. It really is.
But that just shows how different these
And
teams
how
are.
much both teams lost, too. Big offensive weapons on both sides. I mean, the Bengals kept a lot of their defensive tools, O'Connell, Spikes, etc.
Yeah.
But on offense, they lost a lot. They lost their running back. They lost their wide receiving core. So it kind of changes up everything a little bit.
Yeah.
And again, with Padua, they lost their starting quarterback. They lost their starting running back. They lost their best wide receiver. So it's kind of the same thing on both sides. Bengals are going to take a timeout here.
Of the half.
Yeah, I don't hate that there.
We did see a comment asking why it's so dark here. And, yeah, it is kind of dark aside from the field. The stands, especially over on that Benedictine side, it's kind of hard to see. The lights don't cover too much more than
Good luck
just
to the
the field here.
cross-country teams tomorrow.
Yeah,
Let's talk about golf for a second. You're a golfer. Most recent match against Kenston.
Yeah, well, we didn't actually get to play because it was so rainy and like crummy outside.
Okay.
We had to play a sort of a scramble match play.
Gotcha.
So
Well, so then your most recent match was against Brush. And you guys
yeah,
won.
we won. Yeah. Woo!
That's good stuff.
Go Bengals.
Also,
little soccer update as again, Padua is talking about their other sports teams.
We'll talk about ours.
Right. Our soccer team is 1-1-1 right now.
There you go.
We started off with a tie against Brush to start the season. We beat VASJ, and then we recently lost to Willoughby South. Next game tomorrow afternoon, against a very good Aurora team. So a little triple header tomorrow on Basu Field. The JV football game is at 10 a.m., I think, and then JV and varsity soccer at 1 and 3 p.m. So if you're looking for something to do tomorrow morning,
yeah,
come out to Basu Field.
If you're looking for something to do, come on out, you know?
Yeah.
Let me ask you something, Pat. You get soccer balls kicked at you for a living almost.
I do, yeah.
Is it scary, man? I feel like I'm not getting in the way.
You get used to it at this point, and it's kind of your job to stop it. So whether it's scary or not, look at first go.
Wow.
And he dives for it. Hold on to the football there.
I mean, he was
way down,
and he's like...
He was definitely down, so it'll be
coming out of nowhere.
Third and about 5. Whether it's scary or not that the ball's coming super fast at you, it doesn't matter. I mean, you just gotta,
because you're just like that, Pat. You're just like, it's your mentality, Pat. Yeah.
Well, you gotta risk your life for the win. So it is what it is.
All right.
For hockey, you see a slap shot. I think a slap shot's worse than a soccer.
Yeah, but you have a ton of padding. Like when you block a shot in hockey, you really
unless not you're that way. But a soccer ball doesn't hurt as much as a puck.
Yeah, if you're getting hit like in the back with a puck, that does hurt because you really don't have any padding.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the football here.
Right, so first under center, he's going to hand it off here, and a good run, and a first down. How about that? A big first down pickup for Corday Blair, and that's a big first down.
If I'm not mistaken, that almost like ends the game.
That could do it.
That pretty much solidifies it there, if I'm not wrong. Because you're almost...
I mean, yeah, Padua. How about the Bengals? I mean... They've done an incredible job with clock management, running it down, and we'll see. They're going to get into victory formation here. Wow, what a game.
I mean, wow. Well, if you would have told me it was 7-0, Pat, I would have called you crazy. But here we are.
35 seconds left in the game. First down, Bengals. Bengals fans getting loud on that far side.
Look at Tegan with the all-hail flag.
Tegan's
Look at
got
that.
the flag down there. First takes the knee,
takes the
and the
knee,
Bengals
and
improve
the
to
38.
2-0. Here comes the student section. Wow, what a game.
God, you love to see it, man.
7-0.
Look at him go. Here we go.
Yeah, as the teams shake hands, student section gets hyped up. Tonight's final score in an absolute battle in the trenches.
Yeah.
The final score of
Benedictine
tonight's game,
7,
the Benedictine Bengals
Padua
7,
0.
the Padua
We're going to step
Bruins
aside
nothing.
real quick, and we'll be
Padua
back to
is in
wrap
action
this one
next
up
week on the road
from
for the
Padua
first
Stadium.
time
Again,
this
the final
season.
score,
They
Benedictine
travel to
7
Bedford
and Padua
for
0.
the
We'll be right back. You're
against
watching the
Bearcats.
Benedictine
Bruins
Sports
will next be at
Broadcasting
home
Network.
in 2 weeks against Sandusky. Until next time, everybody, have a
It's very well known, especially around the city, and you're supposed to go out there and help create a better world because you went to Benedictine. You have the opportunities that we have here.
Being a man of Benedictine is just being relentless and being resilient. I don't believe that any other school would have done that for me and given me that personal connection.
I'm blessed to just have people around me who all want to chase the same thing, which is greater life through Christ and just to be better people at the end of the day. I'm glad that I get to go to school with you guys and call you guys my brother.
Welcome back to Padua Stadium here as we send it down to the field for the Benedictine alma mater. All right, so a little bit of a clashing alma mater situation.
Yeah.
We're over here on the home side. We heard more of the Padua alma mater, and well, we saw the Benedictine one, and what a scrappy win tonight for the Bengals. A crazy game. They scored on the first drive, and we saw no offense since then. But the Bengals offense did a good job shutting it out there at the end.
Yeah, I mean, the defense played really, really great. And, you know, the offense started moving there at the end, I feel like. You know, obviously a couple missed opportunities. But, you know, if you shore things up, it wasn't all in all that bad. Offensively, that is. I think defense, if you're, you know, Coach P and Coach Demerly, you're very happy with pitching a shutout. I mean, they just couldn't get anything going offensively, Padua, that is. You know, honestly, Benedictine, too. I mean, we really couldn't get anything going after that first drive. So, you know, we'll see next week. Obviously, what's it, Lutheran West? So, you know, you need to build off of each win.
Yes.
And
so we'll segue into that. We'll be back next week from Don Shula Stadium where the Bengals host the Lutheran West Longhorns. We'll have the coverage for you here on the BSBN as we continue our 2025 season coverage. And that's going to do it tonight for our coverage from Padua Stadium. Another shout out to Padua and their athletic department for helping us set this up tonight. And we'd like to thank our entire outstanding crew, our director and switcher, Brian Devers, our audio, Devin Heston, our scorebug and graphics, Matthew Lloyd, our cameras, we've got Dom Heskamp, Vincent Nixon, Will Milan, our replay, we've got Mr. Ronan Nystrom stepped in for our guy Ryan. He's out sick tonight. So outstanding job by our entire crew and our photographers as well. We thank you for watching again tonight. The final score, Benedictine 7 and Padua 0. Until next time, for Luca Bucci, I'm Patrick Lloyd saying so long, everybody. Go Bengals.